The following program is brought to you by the realm of collectors. Please stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
It's Friday, motherfuckers, and it's time for another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm Robert Frank. It's time to get your sick Guido pump on. Games.
He died. His brain broke.
Alvin ran over here while I'm in the middle of my Robert Frank.
Your impression sucked.
Thanks, Cal.
I thought you had a stroke. I wasn't watching.
Get your ass today.
Kid us! Interrupt us!
I love a shit talking kid. That's great.
I'm gonna beat his little ass. Get out of here, Cal. Anyways, it's MPSP Theater. It's Friday night. Goddamn kid fucked up my intro. Let's go. I'm just gonna spring this on y'all.
Oh,
Fuck news and let's just talk about our weeks because they gotta be more impressive than fucking news, man. So let's go ahead and get through intros and just shoot the shit for a little bit and then get into our topic.
Oh, no. We can hear you.
But we can hear you. Oh, I see what you're saying. Hang on a minute.
All right. Russ the Muss. We're gonna start with
Sorry, I was trying to see if I could hear Josh. I can't hear Josh. Hi guys. Good Friday to you, my friends. Yes, I am Rusty Musk, aka Mario drug dealing bad motherfucking cat loving and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, the Twitter, and here every Friday night, of course. And I can't wait to get into my week. How about it, guys? Who's next?
Rob. Where you at?
The Facebooks as Rob Milton. The Instas and all the other things as Weird Life of Rob. And currently giving a giant fuck off to about 3/4 of my customers who can suck my collective dick.
They're all in the chat.
I feel you.
I hope they are.
The collective dick.
What's up?
God.
My dick is the Borg Collective. It's a combination of all the best dicks in history wrapped up into one giant awesome dick.
Fucking
hey,
from behind.
You can have your VeggieTales dildo. Just take your VeggieTales dildo and have a good time. We can appreciate that too, but
see, sexually, I'm more like the Dominion. Victory is life.
Feels like that.
If we survive, we win.
I mean,
right.
That was a well-endowed carrot. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
Goddamn right it did. I've always said shallow into the gene pool. Sorry, go ahead. Anyway.
Shallow into the pee pool.
I can't. I'm not. I wish I could. I'm not important enough to be a fucking mod in my own chat of my own fucking show.
I'll
You know, the Realm of Collectors doesn't.
Hold on.
They can never give me that power.
God damn it!
Nice.
Now I'm gonna have to hear about this shit. Oh, Wolfenstein.
Yeah, he's gonna.
We love you, EE.
Oh, you can't hear Josh?
Oops, I unmuted the wrong
What was
mic.
it you said?
Now you can hear me.
Ah!
So I said,
All
yeah, I
Can you
just.
hear
that
me now,
why
Eric?
Is that why we were all of a sudden hearing all that anime porn? Oh wait,
No,
that's my
no.
computer. Never mind.
Ooh.
All right, so that's what happens when you unmute the wrong mic input.
All right, Wolfenstein can hear you. Do your intro.
Hey.
He said, "Hey, hi." What the fuck?
Son of a bitch.
He just messaged the chat. Who the fuck just put me on timeout? God damn it.
Beautiful, dude.
Hey,
Beautiful.
guys. Wonderful Friday. Happy to be here. Glad that everything is running more or less smoothly. I got where I do everything on a 2-screen monitor setup. I got one monitor that sometimes decides to glitch in and out on the display. I need to replace it, and I haven't because I've been putting it off until it just dies. And it was like glitching in and out, so I couldn't unmute my microphone. And then when I did, I unmuted the wrong one. So I'm a dumb. But anyway, it's here now. Show's running. It looks good. Thankfully, apparently I had some storm damage just to some outside lines of my house, and they had to run new lines for me this week. So hopefully that's resolved our issues. But yeah, as for
running full steam ahead.
yeah. As for places you can follow me and find me on Facebook under my regular name. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, those profiles are linked to my Facebook page. Now, as for shows you can catch me on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel every other Wednesday on Figure Banging. This week we looked at MP Derp, aka Lio Convoy. I'm sorry, that line mode is derpy.
Dude, when Bobby put his review up, I commented and I was like, the beast mode looks like a macaroni collage of a lion. Like it just looks like
Dude, I was throwing that thing in the chat.
things.
Dude, I mean, the original Toys alt mode is so much better than MP alt mode.
Yeah, dude.
The robot mode's awesome, with the exception of those two off ugly lion legs on the back of the bicep.
Mm-hmm.
But
All
yeah,
I'll say is
two of the shows
masterpiece.
that have really good chats on the Realm don't get posted for some reason.
now,
But yes, Sam.
What are you talking about?
But other places you can catch me, just to finish up right fast.
Oh, sorry.
Other than here every
Sorry,
Friday
Josh.
night with you cats, you can catch me on the All Queued Up podcast. Approaching our 100th episode, even though
Man.
we used to be
Fuck yeah,
bi-weekly,
dude.
and then about midway through we went weekly. So we're episode 97 published today. We had 2 special guests on, our very own resident Hobbit, Sam Exotic, and then we also had Dakota from Stasis Lock on as well. So give that a
we had a
listen
good
tomorrow.
time,
No, I'm gonna have to listen to that episode.
I hear-
it's gonna be fun.
I hear Dakota is self-quarantined and he is officially out of lotion. I don't know what that meant.
He just
Shit.
he just go outside and use that swamp water.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to use crawdad water.
I thought I saw something about butter, but I wasn't sure.
He ran out of vodka and drank all his lotion.
He was probably
Butter and Old Bay.
I was gonna say that he probably used butter and Old Bay.
Oh, that's Baltimore Jergens right there, isn't it? Butter and Old Bay.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, Fuck out of here, Josh.
See ya.
I've seen enough Top Shelf to know where this is
Yeah,
going.
later, guys.
Crazy. No, that was good, man. Shit. I'm sorry. Good.
The Baltimore Jergens. Butter and Old Bay.
Why do I all of a sudden have a mental picture of Gordon Ramsay in my head screaming at a guy wanking it with butter and Old Bay going, "You call that a wank? You couldn't wank if you were fucking losers in a basement!"
Ugh.
Sorry.
Rob, that's very disturbing, Rob. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you? Oh my God. Look at Rob's face. Really?
I may have possibly been watching some Gordon Ramsay shit just because forward in YouTube.
And that's
Did you
the
watch
thought
him
that
on-
popped in your head. Okay, all right.
Did you watch him on Hot Ones trying to eat them fucking wings?
That was fucking my favorite episode so far.
Oh, dude, mine is.
Oh, I haven't seen that
doubt
show yet,
fucking
dude. Is that
Joey
good?
Diaz.
What do you mean?
Joey
What you've not
Diaz.
I'm gonna have to
seen?
watch
Is
that.
it good? God damn.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
Yeah.
Sorry,
found
dude.
it,
Dude,
it's a
I'm
rabbit
busy
hole.
rewatching Castlevania.
It's popular enough, you know, it publishes every Thursday. It's about 20 to 30 minutes long. It's popular enough that it spawned a fucking game show on True TV. And people are buying their fucking hot sauces. They have a hot sauce subscription service box you can get monthly. I mean, yeah, it's fucking good, dude.
Dude, yeah, it's
fucking
awesome.
good.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll check it out.
I still laugh.
Is it
at
better
how
than Tiger
the,
King?
Well, I mean,
There is a certain well-known rapper
now.
that brought in his own fucking pro chef for the wings and bitched out after the third one.
Who was it?
Oh, no,
wow.
no. You just.
No spoilers on this
Well,
one.
you know what?
Uh,
He's a punk, DJ Khaled. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's
he-
tough, man.
Fucking Billie Eilish was double dipping shit.
Yeah,
She
she's
didn't
bad,
even
dude.
break a sweat.
Oh. Fuck no. And DJ Khaled just bitched the fuck right out the door.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's crazy, dude.
it's entertaining as hell, man.
Well, if it's celebrities getting all fucked up on Hot Wings, I'm really excited. Then I gotta watch that. That sounds great.
yeah, dude.
That's
Fucking
perfect.
Stone
That's
Cold.
perfect trash TV.
Dude,
Pete
uh,
Davidson
fucking
from
Stone
Saturday Night
Cold.
Live.
Did you say Stone Cold was on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Stone
shit.
Cold,
I
fucking
need-
Will
I-
Ferrell,
Oh yeah.
Joey
Stone
Coco
Cold-
Diaz.
The Stone Cold episode was good too.
Nay.
Fucking
Dude,
Joey
that
I'm
one
Diaz
definitely
was
gonna check that shit out.
Stone Cold during the interview was going to some deep shit on the history of wrestling and whatnot. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy is not just about the wings. That guy has some fucking killer questions. Like he's a good interviewer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sean Evans, the host. He's a damn good
Yeah.
interviewer. He really is.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do.
All right.
Nice.
Let Sam do his intro now.
Oh, there's that.
Sam Exotic. Go ahead.
Hey everybody! No, I'm Sam89 on Instagram, and then Sam meeting the groups here every Friday night. And then he mentioned it, but I was on all queued up, uninhibited. Check it out, man. We had a good time.
See, I
yeah,
love
Nick.
You can find me
I love it.
on Facebook as Nick Brammer. You can find me on Twitter as Brammer_Nick. You can find me on Instagram as Masterpiece Shit _ what is it? Masterpiece Shitpiece or Masterpiece _ Shitpiece.
Either way, if you search
Some shit like that. Dude, I'm halfway through this goddamn fucking vodka and Red Bull. This is gonna be a motherfucking show. Because swallow is the goal, size is the prime, gain the clock, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Woo.
Fucking
All right,
love it,
man.
dude.
How was y'all's week?
you want to do the same order?
Huh?
Want to do the same order?
Nah, just fucking talk, man. We haven't like just fucking
All
talked
right,
in a while.
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go real quick. I found
All right.
out that I'm going to be off work for a significantly longer amount of time. It was 2 weeks to now. Now we're out of school at least until they said April 16th. We would hope to be back. Wait, no, my bad. April 13th or something.
Oh,
It's the
I was going to
Monday
say
after.
the 16th is on a Thursday.
Yeah, so the 13th. So
My
Yeah.
birthday
we'll
is
see, man.
my birthday is the Friday, the
Wait, so what's the date of your birthday again?
the 17th,
The
which is
17th.
awesome. That'll be the
Exactly.
100th episode of All Queued Up and a fucking live show for us that night. I'm fucking pumped. We're gonna fucking
Yeah,
have
dude.
fun.
Oh hell yeah!
dude, in Florida they're saying the 15th, and that's a fucking Wednesday. What the fuck is wrong with
I don't
Florida,
know. I think
man?
it has to do with the amount of days and things like that.
Yeah,
But so yeah, I'm off work for a while, but
they're telling us up here it's the 13th because it's the Monday after Easter.
yeah, and I don't know, man. I mean, there's no end in sight, right? We keep saying so. I mean, be how long than that.
They closed Virginia schools for the remainder of the school year. Everybody's
Yeah, dude, a lot of
learning
places
from
did
home
that,
right
man.
now. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
They announced
So
Yeah,
I-
Cal
Monday.
definitely is.
That's where I'll say. I mean, like I'm blessed that
Oh shit!
either way I'm getting paid the same. So I mean, my contract, like our fiscal year goes from August to August. So either way, I'm good till August. I can.
Hell yeah!
So yeah, that's about been it with me. I'm just trying to keep like a semblance of a routine at the house, man, with these kids.
It's rough, man. Fucking as you've been hearing throughout the fucking whole show, Cal is running wild like a fucking engine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
all three of ours. Well, Ian's used to this shit. He's like the original isolationist anyway.
Yeah,
He's like, fuck it, leave me alone. I'm in my room with my computer. I'm playing my games. I'm doing my shit.
that's what me and my wife and we're talking. We're kind of glad that the kids are as young as they are because there's nothing really to like explain to them. But they don't know what the hell's going on anyway. So it's like
Yeah.
dad's been home for a while.
Oh,
Are any of y'all spouses freaking out about this shit?
a little bit.
So my wife, she's a healthcare worker, but she works in labor and delivery, so she's not like on the floor treating these people. Now, if someone comes in the hospital and has it and they're pregnant, then they go to her. But knock on wood, she hasn't had to deal with anything like one-on-one, But
Yeah.
That's good.
but it's like, but a good thing about that is she again is working, so like our income isn't changing at all through all this.
That's
So.
good, man.
I
Yeah,
see.
Kate's considered essential.
Yeah, and so what is there anything dealing with that with her?
She's freaking out, man, because I know your wife's a nurse.
I'm
I
sure a
know
lot of
in
people for her
the health
in and
field,
out,
so
too.
like, yeah, I mean, like Kate's like scared, especially since she's our only income.
Yeah, I know. Like
Yeah,
Tiff
dude.
is panicking a bit too because she works for an apparel company, a big apparel company, and like their executive manager
wasn't
also
wasn't
took
she
50%
working from
pay
home?
cut. She can, and she is right now, but they're only working like half time. All the executive
Yeah.
management cut their salaries in half, and then there's like their hourly employees. They did that to keep the hourly employees with as many hours as they can, but their orders just keep falling off and falling off.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
I think their call center took like maybe 80 calls today. It was
Dude,
damn.
it's just such a weird thing, person to person, because it's like in our
Yeah.
situation, we're getting paid the same, but then just being stuck in the house, like I'm saving a ton of money.
dude. Here's the
Just
crazy
by not
part.
going
Did
out.
you
and
switch to
spending
Geico?
you guys know how it is. Like you just go out there, like let's say you run out to get milk, and then I'll grab this, and then you stop it somewhere on the way home. And then you spend $5 here, $10 here, and it adds up. And then just sitting around like I'm just been buying toys that I'm probably gonna sell in a month. So
Yeah. Here's the crazy part about this shit. We were on fucking an insane overtime. Then today, they tell us, last night it said come in at 8:30 tomorrow. Don't come in before then, which is really late for me.
mhm.
Yeah, because
And
you usually
they
have to
told
be
us-
there at what, 6 a.m.?
Between 6 and 7 usually. It depends on what extra stuff I take on. Usually my route technically starts at 8, but I always do extra shit. But here's the crazy part. With the quarantine order for Illinois and then now Wisconsin doing it in the last couple of days, we have gotten so slow that they actually opened up. They're doing a rotating basis looking for volunteers who want days off during the week, and they bumped everybody's schedule late and they're cutting hours.
Oh damn, dude! So I guess everyone's kind of catching up, is what you're saying.
We like all of our onesie twosie shit. Like we still have a lot of bulk stuff going around. We still have a lot of our big like essential customers,
Mhm.
but all that filler shit that makes up the hours that we're always chasing after, all that onesie twosie shit, all closed.
Yeah, dude. So I was
It like
thinking
turned
about that.
half our business off overnight.
I was thinking about that
Damn.
today, Rob, because it's like, so I had to run out and like we just did our like grocery shopping for the week today, which was like, you know, just grabbing like basically like the pair, like we needed diapers, milk, you know, shit that I was like, all right, we got to go to. And then Jackie works all weekend, tried to make sure I had enough beer to get me through this weekend.
Oh shit! I just spent 150 at the liquor store today.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Damn.
that's well, I'll get.
And believe it or not, only 50 of it was for me.
Wow.
Damn.
But dude, we so I went to the
Jesus,
grocery
Cal.
store. Like, we've had that like,
I know, right?
like the shelter.
Trying to get that boy to fucking sleep.
We've had like the shelter in place stuff here, but I think like people are actually now like listening to. So like all the stores I went to were fucking dead, and like the shelves were stocked, man. So I think it's starting to level
Not
out.
out here. I mean, the shelves are getting stocked, but people are fucking. I haven't seen a reduction in traffic at all.
Yeah, it was
All
like a
right.
ghost town today, man. I was,
Yo,
I was
we-
glad to see that. Hopefully people are finally fucking getting their heads out of their butts and listening, you know.
Well, today I had to run around for fucking errands and shit. And Cal had he's doing the Outsiders in school right now.
Oh yeah, dude. I got a bunch.
So he
I'm not-
thought he lost it.
We teach that book.
Oh, the book. Oh,
Was
okay. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about? The Outsiders. I forgot.
Yeah, S.C. Hinton, man, that was a big part of my growing up.
Dude,
I
it's
loved it.
that movie, we watch it every year in my classroom. That movie still holds up, man. It's like
Yeah,
it's
man.
a little cheesy, but it's good. The kids love it.
Dude, you know, for me, my favorite is Rumblefish.
I haven't watched that since I was
Oh,
in middle school.
dude.
But I was like, I want it all, you know. And dude, that's the thing, Nick. Like, we're getting off on a tangent, but it's like the kids every year like fucking love The Outsiders, man. Like,
Yeah.
love the book, love the movie, and it's like I always wonder about
Stay
that.
golden, pony boy.
Oh, dude, they love it. That was like a big joke in my classroom because I was like we're like joking about this coronavirus. I was like talking to some of the kids. I was like, yeah, I was like, if you catch me sneezing, and I just pass out and slide down the wall and be like, "Stay golden, pony boy."
But yeah, so he
It was
thought
awesome, dude.
he thought he lost his fucking copy.
Mm.
So I was heading over to Books A Million, and the sign on there says we are still open for our community.
What?
You know, and they had
You
and
get
they
one?
had like hours up there and shit. Fucking walk up to the door, read the sign, try to open. Nobody's fucking there.
Oh, so they probably just got different orders and.
Yeah, man. And
Hey,
then like
Dude, did you find one?
he found his
Okay, because I was gonna say,
copy.
I got a PDF of it on my computer, so
Damn, Sam's prepared.
yeah, dude, I got all that shit, man.
So
But
Anna
then
and I
when-
both. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you're done, Nick. Go ahead. My bad.
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry,
I was
Anna,
just
go ahead.
saying when because I hit the game store for some Citadel paints, man. Because I've been doing
Oh,
shit
nice.
customs and shit. You know,
Mhm.
trying to stay home,
Our
stay
hobby
out of
store's
shit.
fucking shut down.
Hobby Town.
Yeah.
Well, dude, the fuck on every door in that plaza, and it's like this kind of just out of the way plaza that doesn't do that much business. Every fucking
Yeah.
store on the front, the fucking sheriff's office had fucking posted like fucking big ass yellow shit like there can only be 10 people in this place at once, including staff. We are in the parking lot watching, and you will be ticketed. Like that's in fucking
Yeah.
Pinellas County, but Pasco, like they're so behind on testing, and then like so Pasco has like the lowest numbers of the surrounding counties, but it's like artificially low because like the testing isn't being done.
Yeah, dude,
You know,
and
all
for us,
fucking, it's all political and shit.
well,
and
dude,
it's
Nick, I was
just-
talking
it's
to my
fucking
wife
scary.
because I'll share some shit. Like both my kids got sick this week, and then I got sick too, but it wasn't like symptomatic because I just defer to my wife. Like she's a subject matter expert. And I'm like, should I go to the hospital? Like, do you think I got it? And she was like, well, no, because like we had a fever and then like I had a fever and sore throat, but that was it. Like I didn't have any difficulty breathing, like no cough, no runny nose. She's like, you don't have it. Like if you go to the hospital, they're just gonna send you home. And I said, well, if I do, like, what do I do? And she basically was like, unless you're like need to be taken immediately, they're gonna like tell you to
Get the fuck out.
basically, yeah, like they're gonna like if I was going there, I'm like I got a fever, all the symptoms. You know, if I don't need to be put in ICU right then, they're gonna be like, here's some mojo, go home and stay home. You know, so it's and that's the thing, because and she told me like she's like, if you didn't need to go to the hospital, don't even go, because it's just putting other people at risk, and then that would fuck up the statistics, right? Because then I wouldn't go, I wouldn't get tested. So it wouldn't be reported like another case in Madison County, Illinois. You know, it would just be like I would stay home, get better, and that would be it. But
yeah, just let me go real quick, Russ, and then we'll get to you.
You're good.
Y'all know what Kate does for a living.
Yeah.
They don't have the fucking masks.
Oh shit!
She's dealing with fucking people every day. So one of her techs made cloth masks out of like old scrubs and
I
shit.
was doing that, man.
Yeah. And so like this one girl was doing it, and I think she was only charging like $5 a piece. So Kate paid for all the techs to fucking get their masks.
Oh, sweet.
Because they're cutting their hours and shit.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, and like there's no Kate can't do surgery unless it's an emergency. Like she was telling me, like spays, neuters, that shit ain't going down.
Anything, and that's the same with the hospitals too. Jack was telling me, it's like anything elective, they're just like, no, you can't do that. And so I was wondering, so Sonny, we had to take him today to get his cast off, and like this whole week, I called last week, made the appointment. The whole time I'm wondering, like, are they going to cancel this appointment? Are they going to cancel whatever? And it was easy, but I was like, shoot, dude, if they didn't, because she was like, what if they do? I'm like, I mean, I'll cut the damn thing off. You know what I mean? Like, we'll figure it out. But
you got a Dremel?
Yeah. I got
that shit out.
Thing, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It don't take that long, dude. It's not. Well, Ann and I have both been working. We're deemed essential, both of us. I don't know how, but I guess the automotive industry, repair, I guess, is important. I don't know. I feel like my company is kind of slipped into a back door. But, because, I mean, look, we supply automotive paint and body products, you know, and shit like that. I don't think it's...
Yeah, dude, I was wondering.
I don't think it should be essential.
Because wouldn't that be like elective, like... You know, like if you just want to get
so.
Well, not necessarily. Just think about all these healthcare workers and shit that need their cars to get to work. If
that's exactly. That's what it is. If they get into a wreck, they need their car fixed. But and this rental car places apparently are shutting down. I'm like, what the fuck? So we can't. So we're deemed essential, but rental cars aren't. So okay, whatever. But I guess that's just spread. But so
when an auto body shop gets a vehicle to repair, they have their own rental cars.
Yeah.
So
that's
true.
Like
Enterprise, most do.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
But we
just E says that's actually bullshit. Noah Syndergaard had Tommy John surgery 2 days ago. It varies state to state.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And so like,
probably like
plus, you know, a spay and a neuter is, you know, that's an animal, and you know, that's completely different.
And then it probably depends too on like the maybe the caseload at that hospital too, because you know if they're not seeing a high amount of cases, which right here we're not, you know, compared to other places. You know, there might not be that stipulation, you know, but
but that's just how it is in Florida. Because like the whole thing is like there's like all these stay-at-home orders and shit, you know, and it varies state to state.
It does. Different states are set at different levels right now.
Yeah, man. I think Mississippi, they're just like not doing shit. Like they're just like, we're not gonna be like China. We're not.
This is fucking Florida, dude. I mean,
come on, man. If Florida's doing it, man, Mississippi, come on now.
I don't know.
And Russ, I'm sorry if I
just
interrupted you, man.
no, you're all right, dude. No, you're fine. You're fine, dude. No, I just know that my worry is that see, we're running our business, and Josh, you know this too, being with your family involved in the business. You have to have protection, right? The personal protection stuff in order to do the job, right?
Yep.
So, problem is we're running out of that stuff, and it ain't coming to us. Earliest estimates are maybe May, but most likely it's going to be August or September before we see shipments of masks, because all the N95 masks are going to the medical industry, which they should. I'm not saying they shouldn't. They should, right? But we can't.
But they're only going to certain areas.
Yes,
but man, and they're going to go to hospitals first.
Right. But respirators and shit like that, what's happening is 3M and other companies are stopping, or not really stopping, but slowing their like basically manufacturing of certain things to focus on the N95 masks.
Yeah.
So it's like there's other shit like next rubber gloves are starting to go now. And I'm like trying to find, which they need those for the medical industry too, which I get that too. But without having the PPE, like there's no, like pretty soon work is going to stop in the body shops anyway, because by law, they cannot make these guys do the work without the protection. So once that stops, they're not buying product from us because there's no work to do because they can't do anything work. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to shut my company down. I think my company eventually is if this keeps going, they're going to shut me down. So
the thing is though, like I saw this dude, like I was in Publix the other night, and this dude right in front of me had fucking nitrile gloves and a full fucking respirator on. So like they're like contractors and shit are going to have the refills for the fucking mask.
Dude, right. You say that, but I've actually, with as much contact as I get with these assholes during the day, I've been trying to find my paint respirator mask for when I was painting bikes and cars and shit with the big filters.
Right.
And I got one I did up custom that's got all the LEDs and biohazard shit in it. I went all cyber goth with it. It was fucking cool. But it does work. They are fully functional filters and shit. And I was gonna start wearing that bitch to work. I will turn the
well, I mean,
it's not a bad idea.
It's an idea, but the problem you might run into is we're starting to run out of the filters, the replacement filters for a lot of them.
Case of them on Amazon.
And see, you did good then. You're doing good. And then the other thing this week, guys, this will crack you up. I had the federal government call me.
Yay, finally
stop touching kids.
Keep your penis off YouTube anyway. Oh
my God! We had to cancel schools because of you, Russ.
I know, right? God damn, dude, we're showing your nutsack anyway. So I
shouldn't be streaming to school.
It's my biggest audience. Okay.
Those goddamn sixth graders are just all up on your shit.
He told me he was a magician. He's gonna come to the gym.
Hey, it's cock magic!
Oh my God!
I'm going. So going. So they called me and asked me if I had any of the N95 masks, and I'm like, no. He's like, well. So he says you have to be honest with me. I said, I'm being honest with you. He says, because if you have them and you don't give them and you don't let us know you have them, and we find out you have them, you could be in serious trouble. I'm like, I don't have the damn mask.
it was Donald Trump himself calling.
Did you
us.
totally?
Yeah, right. It would be funny as shit if it was, dude.
Did you totally pull a chunk from the Goonies and you sit there and start confessing every bad thing you've ever done, blubbering like a little bitch?
No. I did throw my boss under the bus. I said, yeah, but my boss, he's got some stash. No, I'm kidding.
He's like, they're at his house. Let me give you his home address.
Yeah, right.
Oh, shit.
With all his stockpile of weapons and pipe bombs.
Black helicopter surround his boss's house.
Yeah.
But and then Anna, of course, Anna's getting freaked out because her job, they're dead. I mean, they're practically dead. There's nothing going on. So they're not making any money, and she's worried that pretty soon layoffs.
Here's the weird part.
She's at Rosenthal Jaguar and Land Rover, so it's like she's the assistant manager in the parts. Right, she's in the parts department, and when there's no work happening, they're not selling anything. You know, and there's no, all the rich snobby fucks are staying home, not spending any money.
Man, wouldn't it be like,
Here's the weird part about it, though. Like, all the dealerships around us, they close their service departments, too, because I'm trying to get my Jeep in for its transmission service. Those CVTs are fickle little bitches. And it's like,
they can be.
And I can't order the shit because nobody's fucking working the ship the shit.
Yeah, that's what I've got in my car, the CVT. I'm kind of worried, too, because my car's going to be due for an oil change in about a month. And I'm like, please let these fuckers be back open again, because I think the dealership I go to is closed.
Do an oil change.
Oh, I don't do my own oil change anymore, Rob.
I usually don't. I don't either. But that's one of those things where I can do it if I have to. I usually it's cheaper for me to just go take it in. But
yeah, I probably could too, but I just fuck that. I'm too lazy. I should know more. It's been a long time since I've done any work on a car.
Well, I can do all the shit, but if I can't get the stuff to do it, I mean, they don't exactly sell CVT fluid and filters over the counter at Walmart.
No, I wouldn't fuck with CVT though, dude. Unless some people, they got to know what that's. Yeah, you need to be careful with that shit. That CVT is tricky, man. That's a crazy transmission, dude. That's what I've got in my car.
I've worked on Audis. I can work on a CVT Jeep.
Yeah, you'll be all right then. I got my Lancer has a CVT, and it's it's okay. It's cool. It's just if there's any issues, I'm like I ain't fuck with that thing. Going right to the dealership.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That'll be the entire reason I get rid of my Jeep.
Yeah,
I love the thing, but that's tricky. It's fickle.
But traffic, I heard you say traffic has been crazy, right? Well, for you, traffic for me has been non-existent. This whole fucking area is shut the fuck down. I've had the easiest rides in this week, and Anna normally takes about 2 to 2.5 hours to get to work. She's getting to work in like an hour and 15 minutes, dude.
Damn,
it's insane. It's fucking nuts.
It was weird. Like, I went through a spot where I didn't see as many cars as normal, and then all of a sudden the fucking floodgates open. And I can tell you, like, today, I was noticing a trend. Illinois plate, Illinois plate, Illinois plate. They're all going up.
This is fucking Florida, man. They throw hurricane parties.
Yeah. Florida's got a demented fucks down there, man. They're crazy.
I mean,
we got one of them.
Seriously, this shit is not affecting shit unless something's closed, and then people are complaining on Nextdoor.
That's wild, dude. It's weird how some places it's like a little more insane than others. You know, it's weird, man. I don't know,
dude. It's like the dregs of all society go to fucking Florida. Yeah. It's like we get the worst drivers out of all 50 states. Everybody that you motherfucking complain about driving comes down to fucking Florida and lives.
Well, it's because they retired, dude, and shit down there.
And then they're talking about, then they're talking about fucking social distancing and how it's the seniors that are the most fucking vulnerable. Those are the motherfuckers that are right up on your ass.
Yeah, dude, I bet, man.
Yeah, they like to. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Give a fuck.
Scary ass old drivers, dude. That make me nervous.
That's what Brinks said. I thought the dregs of society already lived in Florida.
They do, dude. And then, like, all the fucking dude, Florida is the redneck California. Everybody dreams of going out to California. Oh, it's all fun in the sun, you know. So all you motherfucking real fucking people that have any type of money go out to California. Anybody that has no money whatsoever and has a car that would be rejected in all 49 other states, they come down here.
The return of Florida.
Oh god, dude!
We need to dub over that old Pepsi Man fucking soundtrack and just do Florida Man.
See, I don't remember that shit about Florida because I lived down there when I was a little kid. So, like, we moved to Maryland when I was 8.
The influence was
no. We were. I was I was in Orlando. Like we're down in Orlando.
Oh, dude, Orlando is like
yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we lived in Orlando, and we also lived in Winter Haven. So,
Motherfucker, come over here. This is Pasco, motherfucking county. This is the shit that's on motherfucking Live PD.
Well,
Yeah.
You ever
and-
watch
and
that
I
show?
spent-
Fucking Pasco County is fucking featured.
I bet I've heard of Pasco County though. I've heard it.
Dude,
It's
the fucking ratings
an
went
adult,
down
but-
on Live PD when fucking Pasco dropped out of the program. They A&E gave Pasco County a grant so that they could get fucking Pasco back on Live PD.
They gave him a grant so they can
They were
buy more
like-
drugs and put him back
Yeah.
out on the streets.
fucking hilarious, dude. Oh,
Dude,
Jesus
don't
Christ, that's funny, man.
Ruin some.
Yeah,
lives.
I mean, I know.
Oh, man.
I know. I know when the first time I saw snow, I was like 8, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dude.
So didn't see snow in Florida. You just don't see that shit down there. But yeah, that's
All right.
the only good thing about Florida is the fucking weather. Well, it's kind of
Oh,
hot
no,
down there.
it's
though. I remember being really
hot
hot.
and muggy, dude.
Yo, is that Chub Rock
Yeah,
Geek?
I've
I'm
never
planning a trip to Florida this summer. Hopefully, still. I got Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals to attend.
No, that's Sam, right?
Oh, that's a lot of fun, Sam.
Yeah.
Random man.
Yeah, Rob, isn't that Sam?
Oh fuck!
What's up?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sam.
Nationals!
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh, Jesus. Whoever you are, stay the fuck out of Florida. It's scary.
Dude, yeah, I went there one time. We were in
Sam, you don't need to go to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals to experience Florida. Just go to Brammer's house. He'll take you for a ride.
He's got plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I got Magic. We'll play fucking Magic, get drunk, and then we'll ride around fucking Pasco County, and we'll go on fucking Route 19. Watch these hoes walking around.
Now this over here is Mercedes, and you know she only
Dude,
charges $5 for a Hummer.
That sounds awesome.
This over here is Destiny.
That
She'll
sounds
charge you $10, but she'll love you all night.
Dude, it's been documented down here. These fucking cops are fucking getting free handies and blowies for fucking leaving these girls alone on this whole strip of road. It's fucking nuts, dude.
I'm gonna join the police department, man.
I mean, if that's what you want to do for a job, you know, I got no problem with it. Let them be.
Nick, how close are you to Tampa, Nick?
I can be in Tampa in minutes.
Yeah, you're like really close, right? Okay.
Yeah.
He
I
gonna
thought
be
you
Tampa
were
that ass.
like right outside of Tampa. Okay, that's
Yeah, dude. I am like depending
Yeah,
on what
you're
part
like
of
in a-
Tampa. But Tampa,
Yeah.
like geographically, is big, but the population isn't like as condensed as a big city like New York or whatever. It's more, it encompasses more area, and then like the suburbs are all fucking Hillsborough County and shit. So
right.
it's crazy. Like the way they, and especially since like the gerrymandering has been going on, like the way that the counties are set up because of like they've changed them due to like the voting and shit. It's nuts, dude. Like Tampa isn't crazy. Fucking Pasco is crazy.
That's great, man. Shit, I love it. That's so cool, dude.
Dude, it's not like
You-
people aren't afraid to go to Tampa. People are afraid to go to Pasco.
Like the whole county.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts. It is. It is like it's just
I
meth
heard
on
Tampa
every
was
corner.
nice. So.
Hookers just walking around like they have
So
nothing
willy-nilly.
to be like scared of. It is nuts, man. And like the fucking mayor of the town next over was indicted as a fucking major drug trafficker. Wow. Then the fucking what do they call like the only thing I can say is like vice mayor. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Like you know, then he gets indicted for money laundering for the drug trafficking fucking mayor. So then they have to go down.
Damn.
You said the vice mayor wouldn't it be like the lieutenant
Like deputy
mayor?
mayor or some
Yeah,
shit.
deputy maybe. I don't know, man.
shit like that. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he was in the shit.
he gets indicted next. Then they go to the third in line, and he's okay. But then they start saying that they're going to take the city status away from Port Richey, and that they want the entire city government gone, and the feds are getting involved.
Oh my god, dude.
It is nuts, dude. This is like Miami in the 80s.
You guys got Zaxby's chicken down there?
Nah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, we got Zaxby's.
I want to try that.
Tampa, and bro, we got fucking PDQ. We fucking just got a what's that brick oven shit?
KFC.
No, fucking brick oven pizza.
You talking about mod pizza?
Hold on, I'll find out.
My motherfucker said KFC.
I know, right?
I've been craving that ever since this quarantine, but I'm too scared to get fast food, man.
Straight up, everything he just described. Like when I was a kid, we went through Marion Barry. That's the mayor of DC, right? So we went through him being busted for like doing crack with a hooker and all that stuff. Like everything, and I thought that was crazy because they reelected him later on, right? Down the road, that was he's a known crackhead.
Like
yes,
immediately after, like
no. Like it was like like another mayor had a term, and then he ran again, so he got like reelected after.
Like I recognize this name,
right?
Dude, listen to this shit. They staggered.
Nuts.
Listen to this shit. They staggered the arrests for the mayor and the deputy mayor so that they could get the next person in line ready.
Wow.
To fucking take over the fucking shit. So they knew they were going after the deputy mayor and fucking waited to try and fucking stabilize shit.
Nice, man.
They are fucking nuts down here, dude.
Like I said,
Miami in the 80s.
That's crazier than the DC shit. And I never thought I'd come across some crazier shit than DC. Marion Barry was a fucking. That's worse than Marion Barry.
There are murders in the town I live in every motherfucking day.
Yeah,
every day. We've had fucking CSI vans 2 streets away from me. Like we've heard
insane, dude.
Gunshots and shit, and we don't live in that bad of a motherfucking area. Considerably.
Yeah, but sometimes that shit spreads though, man. It never stays contained.
A mile from a fucking elementary school.
Is it Nick?
I don't mean nothing anymore.
Block to block thing.
What?
Is it like a block to block thing where you are?
Yeah, dude. It really is. It's like if you go 2 streets over, it's like fucking Compton.
Wow.
And then
that's what it's like in St. Louis. So there's it's pretty much like this throughout the city, but like there's a street Delmar, and they call it like the Delmar Divide, where it's like you go from like 100,000 or not 100,000, like $500,000 houses, and then it's like it's just one street, and then it's just like the fucking like it's just a hood, you know, and there's like no divide really.
Unless you live, see, the thing is, unless you live down here, you don't, or you watch live PD, you don't know that Pasco is that bad. So the property prices are up here,
dude. It's because it's Florida, man.
Yeah. So all these fucking people out of state hire their real estate agents and come down here.
They don't know what they're getting into,
and then they find out they're in the middle of a fucking war zone, dude. My next door neighbor. I didn't check before I fucking moved into this place. My next door fucking neighbor is fucking convicted of trying to fuck a 14-year-old online.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow. So is he registered as a sex as a sex offender or something? Is really?
Did he have to like?
There are 25 registered sex offenders within a 10-mile radius.
Oh my god, dude.
That's scary, dude. That would make me nervous. But the thing about sex offenders, though, you usually don't know what they did. But nonetheless, all you do is let your imagination run. You're like,
I mean, there's no good. You know, I get it's a broad umbrella, but there's no good. There's nothing you could say like I'm a sex offender, but I just did blank, and then they're like,
Oh,
oh,
that's not true because you can't be convicted as a sex offender if you go like piss behind a fucking.
yeah, okay.
That's true. And that's why there's dumb shit, but most people when they're convicted and they're deemed a sex offender, it's because they did something fucked up.
Yeah,
most
right.
people.
Like I said, this next door neighbor got busted for soliciting a 14-year-old online, and he lives less than a mile from a.
And they make sure, man. Like even if it's a sting, they're sure to like be really explicit to say like I'm 14, or like I'm this young or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like you.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I feel like they definitely that would like we had 2 registered sex offenders in our area, like in our neighborhood. And I remember, man, dude, when I found that shit out, dude, I drove my daughter up to the bus stop. I stayed with her till the bus came, and then I went to work, and then I get home. And I was freaked out, dude.
Dude, you need to take her, dude, man. So, have you guys ever seen this movie Spotlight?
No.
It's like about
the one about the Boston church.
Yeah, like the Boston Globe, like uncovering all like the sex abuse stuff. So it's like this one dude, like one of the reporters, he like found out like one of these houses where like all these priests live who like were like convicted of it. They're like it was like right around the corner from his house. So like he like took a picture of the house, like put it on his fridge, and was like, "Stay away from this house."
Yep.
Damn, dude.
Fucking nuts.
That's scary, dude.
Like people think screaming "This is Sparta" is fun. Fucking scream "This is Pasco."
This is Pasco. And then you kick him into a fucking bog or something.
Yeah, fucking kick him into a fucking meth alligator infected byway. All right. We've been going almost an hour, so we've got Josh and Sam muted right now. Do we want to go ahead and fucking start the fucking video game list? Because usually these lists run us for a pretty long show.
Yeah, but we got to bring back the homies.
Yeah, well, I was thinking start with like Russ, go to you, then me, and then when Josh and Sam get back, we can do them.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Russ, you okay to start, brother?
Sounds good, brother.
All right, so basically what this section is dude, news is light, y'all. Everybody knows that. We could talk to you about everything that everybody else has covered, like the TFCon reveals and shit, and of course we all have thoughts on that.
Here's to sum up. Everything sucks. Everything is canceled. End of news.
Okay, hold up. I do want to throw one thing in here first, and it's going to be a little bit of toy talk for a second. They revealed another figure in the G.I. Joe 6-inch.
Oh
line.
Yeah,
they're doing a Destro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm excited, but I think your Destro is going to look better. But I'm just going to say,
the only thing I got to do to my Destro is I have a chrome Gundam pen, and I'm going to do that on his head, and it will look millions of times better than that Destro.
Dude, those chrome Gundam pens, man, those things are the best.
Those Balco ones are the shit.
Yeah,
but I'm stoked that they even did that.
People say that Destro looks like pretty tuned, fucking accurate. To me, it doesn't. It looks more like fucking what's his?
Yeah. Dude, I think it looks. I think they just like kind of hit all the notes for what a Destro should look like, which is why people.
I do too, Sam. That's how I felt too. I felt like they kind of touched on the certain things that you look for Destro. That's what I feel like they did.
Right.
I don't know. I have heard some people say it's very tune accurate too, and Nick, and I agree. I don't think it's super tune accurate. I
don't either.
Yeah, I think he's got the silver face, he's got the stupid V-neck, and he's got the big collar.
Right.
Everything else.
There's
like the structure of the face looks just like fucking Doctor Who in there.
Yeah.
And
I think like
Eccleston.
His like are like more tactical or whatnot, which is what they're doing with the line. So I think I think it looks cool. But I think everything.
I like it.
I mean, it is a good looking line, but to say that it looks tuned is saying
Yeah.
the old masterpiece style tune.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's a reach. It's a reach. But I just wanted to shout that out because I'm very excited. I was like, oh, look at fucking Destro!
Yeah, me too. And how many do they have to release from that first wave? Is that everything, or do they still got one more?
There's one more thing in the case.
Snake Eyes, Roadblock,
Yeah.
Scarlet, Destro now, and one more.
BBTS had like 2 mystery ones, and I'm assuming Destro was one of the mystery figures.
Yeah,
and I don't know what the other one is. I don't know if it was gonna be Snake Eyes and like without the just a normal retail version of Snake Eyes, or if there's gonna be.
He's in the wave. Like that's
is he?
Is
he? Okay, so he's
in the wave.
And I kind of
he is. Okay.
to double up on him in the wave. Just do 2 of him and then the other.
Or do they be like, okay, we have to have Cobra Commander in the first wave?
Dude, I think they should wait, man. I think they should wait because
that would be crazy.
I think that's
Hold on, what if they?
That would knock that line out of the park. Like that would be big if they do Cobra Commander. Snake Eyes.
Mistake, dude. I think that's a mistake because I feel like for certain people and I don't know if it's a lot. But I feel like for some people, they'd be like, get that first wave and be done. You know what I mean? Like I got I got the main good, the main bad.
So then do you do Storm Shadow?
Yeah, but it's like why would they release Cobra Commander in the first wave? That's my question. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, if you're looking at Cobra Commander as like the thing to interest people in the second wave.
No, the 5th wave, the 6th wave. Make people wait, dude.
Right. No, I can.
But they're going to do one more figure.
Like, there's one more figure, and what is it going to be? Is it going to be a double pack, or is it? But like, I don't think it's going to be a double pack if they have a fucking silhouette.
What I think they should do is do all these like random kind of like Cobra troops. You know what I mean? I don't know the names of any of them.
That would be hold up.
Cobra.
I want an Alley Viper, something fierce.
Oh, an Alley Viper would be great.
Isn't like Cobra Bat one of them or something like that? Like
that would be cool.
There's a bat.
Yeah, it would. They have to do a bat. They have to if this line takes off.
What if? What I was gonna say is, what if they just did the generic Cobra Trooper? So you could have something to army build.
Yeah,
if they wanted to.
And that'd be the double.
Yeah. Right, because they haven't done one.
Don't they have it all sorted out so there won't be a double pack now?
I don't know.
I think there's 6 in the wave. There's 6 in the wave. They got Snake Eyes,
Duke, Scarlet, Roadblock,
Destro, now,
Destro.
One extra, but I feel like even if it's one extra, just have it be a trooper, man. Because
I was just saying. Yeah.
Here's what they could do. They could have it. Let's say.
We're forgetting one of the most popular characters, man. Fucking Shipwreck.
Are they gonna do
that? That's my
save them.
That's my favorite character. If they do fucking Shipwreck, I would be fucking in heaven, dude. But I got a feeling we're gonna have to wait.
But dude, if it's Shipwreck, it goes to what Sam's saying that like you have Cobra Commander, and then you have Storm Shadow to fucking anchor a wave, So, I mean, people would
that'd be really good
afterwards.
Yeah, and I think I feel like if they did a trooper, here's what they could do. What's a Cobra Trooper? Like, is there one that's called a Cobra Trooper?
Yeah.
Okay, so
the generic guy with the blue helmet and all that shit. Yeah.
The blue helmet, black mask.
They could release,
right.
Yeah, so like they could release that in a single pack, and then a year from now is a Walmart exclusive. Have a 2-pack with extra accessories of just 2 of those, or maybe them with like a slightly different Scarlet or a slightly different Snake Eyes or something like that. So it's like if they get these troopers out, it's like an easy fill-in for a 2-pack that people are gonna buy because people want an army build, man.
Yeah, they could do a lot. There are a lot of different Vipers they could do too, though.
Yeah.
But the thing is also like aren't they doing like the AIM Troopers as a 2-pack on Hasbro Pulse now?
No, they're just releasing them singly, but they released it in a wave back in 2014, and then they released it in a 2-pack with it was like 2 different. Well, I'm thinking of the Hydra Troopers, but it's same thing. So they released like the 2 different AIM Troopers that were like slightly different variations with like a shit ton of accessories.
Yeah, but they have a new 2-pack like that.
Yeah, and it's like that's kind of what I'm saying. Like do the same thing with that they're doing with their Legends, because people love that shit, and it's like you don't see that stuff on store shelves. The reason you don't see it is because people buy it.
Yeah.
That's true. You're right.
There is an exclusive like Hasbro Pulse.
Hasbro Pulse did the Hydra Soldier. That's what I'm thinking of.
The Hydra Soldiers. Okay, yeah.
And like in the 1 carded box, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him doing. Another one of my favorite characters was Firefly. I'd like them to do him too, but I don't know if maybe I won't get him till down the road a little bit.
Yeah,
I would buy the fuck out of a Crocmaster.
Oh yes, Crocmaster would be badass. That'd be great, dude. He was especially if they got to do the good version of him though, where he's fucking flashy and fucking. Oh man,
dude.
God, yeah, dude. Oh,
or like as the last one in the wave, they could start introducing like the mail away ones, like fucking Sergeant Slaughter, William Perry, shit like that. I mean, there's so much.
I don't know if they can do Sergeant Slaughter.
What they should have the right.
I don't know if they can do him. Do they? I don't know that because he's under. Is he under contract with WWE still? Or do they have? I don't know if they have his rights or not.
Because the deal he did with fucking G.I. Joe was outside of WWE. It wasn't like it is now where WWE owns everything.
So I wonder if they could probably do, dude. If they did a Sergeant Slaughter, I'd be ecstatic, dude. That'd be great if they did that.
Dude,
I'd love to see that.
Shit, I'd be really interested in too. Thanks, baby.
Yeah, give me a Nemesis Enforcer, dude. That was my favorite guy from Kurala. I love Nemesis Enforcer. I'd be like, this rest of them can go to fucking hell. Like Nemesis Enforcer was a crucial motherfucker. God damn, he was badass. It was great watching him and Sergeant Slaughter go toe to toe. God damn.
Dude, since I've been doing these G.I. Joe customs, I found a fucking globulus head on fucking eBay. But the thing is finding like a snake 1/12 scale body.
It's
like
hard.
I have like Mythic Legions, but
isn't there like a Masters of the Universe thing?
Maybe.
There may have been. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I might I'd be really interested in that, to find like that body. Because I mean, I can fucking mod the peg. I don't give a shit about that.
Right.
But like having a in scale 1/12 body for the head is the big issue.
Yeah, Globulus was a cool character when they did the figure of him because he that snake body had like a white. Yeah, it was, and it also had the figure had a wire in it, so the tail, so you could like actually set him up with the tail. You could rub the tail and make it round and actually arrange it to set. It was pretty cool.
I'm looking some online right now.
Yeah, it was pretty badass. So if you could find a version of that, like something like that in 1/12 scale, that'd be incredible. But I don't know where you'd find that at. That's extreme custom.
Or fucking like
Mythic
Universe or what?
Yeah, I don't think Mythic Legions has come out with anything like that yet, but give them time.
A box on that and just like find some like toy of an actual snake. You know what I mean?
Probably cut the fucking thing off and just put this type of snake to his fucking body, man. That would work. It could work. That could easily work.
Find like a snake toy, cut fucking off, cut the torso for Marvel Legends, and do it.
Yeah, you could. I think that would be something you could do. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to derail us with G.I. Joe talk. I was just excited.
I'm thinking he might be having a TFCon episode. This motherfucker's
oh God!
Hour.
Yeah,
so, I don't know. I don't know if Misty fed him Tiger or if he's fucking shitting his brains out or having tech problems. What the fuck's going on?
Well, dude, so
Did he have?
they were
Blink
talking.
twice, they're okay.
They were talking in the chat about chicken places, man. So like for me,
Oh.
and it was KFC, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, and to me, Popeyes is the king of all of them, man.
Yeah.
Popeyes is your favorite?
Yes.
Okay.
See,
What about you guys? Have Church's chicken around you?
We used to. We don't anymore.
Ohio, I think, ain't it?
I'm not sure. They got one by me. It's not good. Popeyes is definitely better.
We used to have one in Richmond. That was the last one I knew of, and I don't think it's there anymore. But when I was a kid, I remember Church's chicken. That's what I had a lot of. I didn't. But I agree with you, Sam. Popeyes is my favorite too. But all right.
What about you, Nick?
Hold on. If we're gonna fucking do this, fucking.
All right.
I was raised as a Yankee, so KFC was king up there.
Dude, KFC's
Okay,
so to me, none of them are bad.
Right.
None of them are bad.
But when I moved down south and I fucking
Yeah.
managed this place, I told you all the story about the dude selling crack through the drive-through. Motherfucking Bojangles, dude.
Bojangles.
Okay, then y'all.
Bojangles is number
All right.
one for me.
Yo, you're gonna hate me for this. But
Asian
I've
fucking
never.
fried chicken is the shit.
I have
Yeah,
never
well-
eaten at Bojangles. I've never
Yeah,
had.
I've
No,
never
when we
had
have them, they're around here. They're near. Like there's some around us. I've never eaten there before, though. I've never eaten my one.
No, their biscuits
God
are better
damn.
than anybody else's. That's the
Even
first.
Are they really? Oh wow.
Dude, they're way better than Popeye's biscuits.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Popeyes is
Real
good.
quick before we get to Rob, one time I was cutting weight during wrestling season, and it's like, and I was just like fucking miserable. My brother was like, "Come to the mall with me," and I was like, "Fuck, all right, I'll go." And I just like broke in the food court, and I got like 10 Popeyes biscuits and ate all of them. And
you just ate 10 biscuits.
Okay, Sam, you wrestled in high school.
yeah, I was like, "Somebody."
Buddy.
But you're way. How old are you, Sam?
How old am I now?
Yeah.
30.
All right, so you're 30. So I've got 10 years on you, dude. Did they make you do ECA stacks?
No.
Oh, see, dude, when I wrestled in high school,
That's got to be a regional thing, man. Nobody did that around us, even before me.
Ooh, dude, I was fucking jacked to the gills.
Oh
and
my
fucking,
god!
like one and see, I did the fucking basic shit. High school football,
Yeah,
wrestling.
football, wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then like one semester I played basketball. But fucking yeah, dude, we were doing ECA stacks and we were fucking running from fucking like 5 a.m. till fucking like 12 at night, just
Yo.
fucking jacked to the gills, fucking going.
Let
nuts.
me tell you both wrestled in high school. Let me tell you something. I have a lot of respect for the two of you because I want to tell you what happened to me. I played football, okay, and I went out for the wrestling team, and 2 days. I made it 2 days, and I said, "Fuck this," and I quit.
Wrestling
I've
is
never been worked so. I don't know how to tell you this. I've never been in football. I never worked as hard as they worked me when I was a child. I've never. I mean, my cardiovascular was sick already, but they pushed me to the limits I never got pushed to.
Did I tell you
and
about
I
my
was
wrestling
like,
tryout?
"Fuck that."
Did I tell you
How'd it
about
go?
my wrestling tryout? Because
No, I never heard about this.
I didn't know about amateur wrestling.
Well, yeah, we're trying to like punch fools and stuff.
Dude.
Oh, did you think it was WWE?
And Nick's like, "Where's that? Where's the fucking turnbuckle?
Oh,
What's going on?" Where's
Dude. And so I didn't fucking know. All they told me was you can't punch or kick. But what you're supposed to do is try to pin the guy's shoulders so that you can get points.
He's like, "You didn't say you couldn't."
All right, I'm gonna get this 1, 2, motherfucking 3. So, dude, the deadliest move at the time was the motherfucking DDT. No doubt about it. The DDT was like the fucking shit. Jake Roberts put you in the DDT, you were out.
That was the big time.
on a fucking wrestling match and fucking broke his head.
Oh,
Like,
oh my god!
didn't break anything, but like he caught the seam in between the mats.
Oh, dude, that's so
like right here just fucking cracked open. Really, you can't fucking do that.
Like, what are you
Try again.
fucking monster?
Hold on, Nick, you really DDT'd somebody?
I DDT'd the fucking
God,
kid.
yeah, I've never even like in real fights, I've never DDT'd anyone. That'd fucking be cool.
Oh, dude, in a real fight.
I never could do that. Wow.
So like they were like, you can't fucking do that. So I was like,
no doubt.
Who else is cool as shit and does something fucking awesome? I was like, dude, I love Mr. Perfect.
Oh no.
I fucking cradled this dude and grabbed his leg and did a Northern Lights suplex.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh. So like they pulled me
Holy
aside,
shit.
talked to me for like half an hour and were like, dude, this does not fucking work. And I was like, oh shit. So like I didn't understand. And then when I got into it and like got into the different positions and fucking understood
Starting
like,
positions and everything. Yeah.
And then I hurt my knee in football, so I couldn't do either.
Josh,
I never audio issue. I have to back out and come back in. The stream will be capturing my window. Please bear with me for 1 minute.
Wait, so Rob, what's your chicken place, man?
We got Popeyes up here, and then we've got this little joint that popped up all over the place called Chester's, and they're fucking.
All right, Josh is back. Stream. We're gonna give you a couple of seconds to
Can you guys hear
catch up.
me now?
Hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can
Okay.
hear you.
Let me know.
Sorry
Hear
about
us.
that. My audio totally went
problem,
wonky, and I couldn't respond or.
We have
Oh,
been,
shit.
we've
I
been,
was trying to say shit for like 25, 30 minutes and couldn't. I guess.
Oh
nobody
man,
could
we're
hear me.
sorry, dude.
It's all right. We're
for us, it looked like you were. For us, it looked like you were demuted. It was.
Oh, I had to mute. I had to mute because
He
nothing
has
was
to.
coming through.
Yeah, he
Oh,
has
okay.
to mute himself, or no audio will go
Yeah.
because of the.
Oh.
Yeah.
So everything you guys have
see.
been saying for like the past 35 minutes or so, I've not even heard because all I've been hearing was.
oh my
that
god, dude.
sucks.
Ugh.
Good God.
Seriously, chat. Let us know.
Yeah,
So,
you hear us okay, guys?
unfortunately, I can hear you just fine. Can everybody in the chat hear
Okay.
me? Because if
Hello,
the chat
everybody in the
can't
chat.
hear me,
Yeah.
Eric was talking trash in the
Yeah.
chat. This is how we get the episode count so high. We got episode.
Oh, here.
Yeah, they hear it. We
already won
they
now.
can hear us.
This is where we can use
Yeah, they hear
audio creation, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Are we going to get to the video game list?
Ian,
all right, good deal.
good.
Thanks. Yeah, where we go through OBS, if there's any
man.
audio, then I can keep the stream going. I just can't participate. It might make some people
yeah, that
happy.
sucks, dude.
Time that some bitch out again for talking shit. God.
Well,
I don't know. Like, there may be a limit on YouTube. If you time somebody out that like they get banned for
Oh,
a
I
longer
know.
time.
I'm just joking.
Yeah,
I didn't
hey,
think anybody was actually going to ban him like Rob did at the beginning of the show. That was funny.
Oh, just throw me
Yo,
under
it's
the
about
bus.
me being quick on the fucking trigger. Fucking Rob.
I know.
Was like,
Hold up. How
I
come
love you,
Rob used to use the? How come Rob gets to abuse the power? I can't abuse the power. God, give me some power. I want to abuse it. Come on.
Because if we give you the power, every son of a bitch in the chat room is going to get banned instantly.
The last person that needs to be given any kind of power.
Hey, Josh, what's your go-to chicken place, or what do you think is the best?
I don't care. I don't. Dude, I don't eat fried chicken.
What?
I know.
I don't eat fried chicken. Like 2 or 3 times a year, I will eat fried chicken. Most of the chicken I eat is baked. Do you really? I don't do a lot of greasy foods, man.
I actually like baked chicken too, Josh. That's like one of my
2 or 3 times a year. We have a KFC 30 minutes away. 2 or 3 times a year. I'm like literally once every 5 or 6 months we will go there because they have an all-day buffet, and we will get that.
All right. That's actually not good, man.
It's rare for us to do because we don't do a lot of fried foods.
That's probably good though.
It gives me the screaming shits, as you've experienced firsthand. I ate the Popeyes first time ever in my life. I remember made a lake of shit in Tyler's floor. So
too well.
Fried chicken is just I don't do it.
Yeah. So my cat just fucking hit me in the leg and scared the shit out of me.
Like, everybody's been raving about this Popeye's chicken sandwich for 6 fucking months. And I'm like, motherfucker, I want to find out. But at the same time, I need to be sleeping outside in a net hammock.
No, just eat it while you're sitting on your toilet.
Nah, man, that's
good. I'm eating right now.
No, man, the toilet is a place for shitting and reading either something or playing a handheld. Not for eating, no. You never.
Okay, so eat it outside the.
And you wonder how the Rona got started. It probably started by some motherfucker eating on a fucking toilet.
I thought he made that soup in his toilet.
Eating dude, they said it was bat stew or some shit, right?
Yeah, he made bat stew in his toilet. That's it. Josh has figured it out.
Oh no!
Was it toilet hooch bat stew? That's what I want to fucking know.
That was probably made in the New River County Jail and shipped to town.
Jesus fucking Christ! But no, I mean, I like some chicken from places, but it's so. Yeah. I've never eaten at Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's good. I like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's good.
I've heard people say Chick-fil-A is good, but I've also heard that it's very bland and has no soul.
I'm gonna go on record, and I'm gonna have a really unpopular opinion. I think it's overrated as fuck.
Yeah, I do too, man.
I guess
we got one. Dude, Appleton, they opened a Chick-fil-A and a Popeyes a week apart, across the street from each other. And Sabriel begged me to take her to Chick-fil-A, and I had it like way back in the day and thought it was all right. We went through, and it's like an hour through the goddamn drive-through.
That's fucking
even she's like, well, this is kind of not worth it. It's like, yeah, this kind of sucks.
Wait.
Well, hey, fucking, I'm not even gonna say it. Ugh. I won't spend money at Chick-fil-A because I don't agree with this CEO's personal politics and beliefs. So fuck his franchise. I want to pay for his fucking chicken sandwich.
Yeah, no, dude, I hear you, man.
That's a personal stand.
Yeah.
If somebody were to purchase a Chick-fil-A sandwich and say, "Here, try this," I would try it. But I'm not putting my own money on that shit just because of my personal.
That's what I like, on one hand, I'm like, people should love or be able to marry whoever they love, and on the other hand, I'm like, man, I love chicken. You know what I mean? So
Dude,
it's like,
I get it, and I understand, and that's well and good. But I'm of the Wendy's has a goddamn good chicken sandwich if I want a chicken sandwich.
I'm going to just say this, and I know it's politically incorrect as fuck, but I got too many friends in the homo rainbow to fucking eat a Chick-fil-A.
No, dude, I get that, man. I do too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got too many friends that are transgendered and fucking gay for me to support a company with what they do.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, with their the politics, I left the politics aside because Sabriel wanted to try it. And I honestly hadn't really even been following that shit. But when you've got Popeyes right across the street, and Five Guys just down the other direction about a half a mile.
Dude.
There
Ain't no fucking reason to go to Chick-fil-A.
Ain't no way
Dude,
I'm ever
Five
going
Guys
to choose
is
a
shit.
fucking Chick-fil-A over a Five Guys.
Dude, me and Cal went to Five Guys today while we were out fucking running around. And, like, I'm trying to get back on my carnivore diet. Like, today's the only day that I'll have soda and shit like that. And, dude, I had a fucking Five Guys triple with bacon.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
God
no
damn.
fucking with no fucking bun. Oh,
Here's
Hey,
what I
if
do,
you-
man. I get the
Have you
triple
ever
bacon, onion, jalapeno, man. Some fucking hot
Ooh,
sauce
yeah.
on it. Leave it
My
alone.
And then
Hey.
there's small fry, which is an entire goddamn bag.
yeah.
Dude, I gotta
Yo, my shit.
say
my shit-
something about those fries, Rob. I gotta.
Oh, dude, you gotta get their Cajun fries.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Cajun fries are
And
shit.
in my order on a burger, when I'm not following the carnivore shit, it's fucking just mayo, pickles, and grilled onions.
That's a good one.
Hey,
Dude,
there's a secret menu trick at Five Guys if you really want to fuck up your body. On that rare occasion, now I'm not saying do this every time because you'll fucking have a cardiac, but just
I'm here for a
once,
good time, not a long time.
Go, yeah. Well, if you want to be there for a good time, not a long time, go in and order your fucking burger with a grilled cheese bun, and they will make you, and no extra charge, they will make you two grilled cheeses and use each one as a top and bottom bun.
What?
Hey, yo, where's that at? Where's that at?
Five Guys will do that.
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck, I've never, wow.
Cal used to
That's
get the
fucking
veggie
insane.
sandwich from them, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was a grilled cheese with lettuce and tomato.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit, dude. Five Guys is a good burger. I like
Five-
Eric
Yeah.
von Wolfenstein grilled cheese bun. Hell yeah.
And like, dude, Five Guys kicks the fucking shit out of Fuddruckers too.
Oh fuck
Fuddruckers
Fuddruckers.
trash, dude. Fuck them, dude.
Fuddruckers is trash.
Dude,
as
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
guys. Whenever I do eat Five Guys, I need to go. I can't eat Five Guys and then like have a next thing.
What do
to
you do?
I just
Stop at 3?
I need to go. I need to go right home and go to sleep, dude, because I eat that shit and I'm just like,
Dude, I made the mistake one day of
Dude,
grabbing that
trash.
and then eating it on the way home.
I can't
It's
do it.
an hour drive from Appleton back to my house. And by the time I got home, the same shit. It's like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, like my wife will be like, "Okay, what's wrong with you?" And I'm just like, "I had
Food,
Five
baby."
Guys."
dude. I love for fries. If I'm gonna eat fries, I love Five Guys fries.
Yeah.
But like at my fattest, fucking just I'm gonna eat whatever the fuck. No, thank you. I was eating 2, regular double cheeseburgers with bacon for Five Guys with fucking grilled onions, the fucking pickles and mayo, and dipping them in ketchup. And dude, I would eat 2 of those and just be set
Dude.
for like a day.
They
Yeah, I'll
give
tell you,
you,
you can eat that. You don't
hell.
need to eat for like a calendar week, man.
Dude, I
they
stopped.
give you,
Last
they
time
give
I
you
left,
so
I
many
got
fries.
a double cheese with a small fry and a shake.
I mean,
To
there's
take on
small
that
fries
drive
and
home.
shit.
I didn't. That was on Saturday at like 1:00. I didn't eat
Yeah.
for the rest of the fucking weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Dude, I'm the same way when I go there. I haven't been there in over a year. That's the last time I went to Five Guys. And
I'd say it's
I'll usually get a double cheeseburger with bacon, and Misty and I will split a small fry. She'll get a sandwich, or we'll get a large fry for all 3 of us, and then a burger a piece. And dude, it'll be like everything I can do to eat my burger and a third of the fries, and I won't eat for like 2 days.
Dude,
They
how
give
the
you
fuck
so
do you get a
many
large
fries.
fry? Did you just
Jesus
back the
Christ.
truck up?
That's
Yeah.
insane.
What?
When you get
How
a
many
large
fries
fry
they give
there.
you?
Good
Oh,
God.
damn. Yeah, a large fry must be
fry, man.
nuts, dude.
Just bring the ad loader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you Have you seen that meme I saw it this week that we're talking about? A guy going into Five Guys. Hey, what do you have? I want a small fry. Okay,
Dude, that's what I was talking about.
You want a bag full of fries? No.
He's like, no,
I
just
want
a
a small fry. I clearly heard you say you want a fuck ton of fries. Jerry, get this man a metric fuck of fries. You know,
That's Five Guys, all right. Holy
Like,
shit,
dude, I asked for a small, and I swear to God, they just grabbed a 50-pound sack of potato off of the fucking pallet in the middle and just.
All
Here
right.
you go. Here's your fries.
It was nuts, dude. It was nuts.
All right, guys, we shot the shit for an hour and a half. We need to get to the. We want to fucking get this stream done by 4. Josh,
All right. Who's it? Is Josh going to go first or you want me to go
our
first?
top 5. We're doing our top 5 fucking video game franchises. Josh, go ahead. Start.
I mean, it was really hard to limit it to 5.
I know. I agree.
Because I play a lot of RPG franchises.
Right.
Those can get deep.
But I play a wide variety of things too. But for franchises, my top 5 would be Animal Crossing. Fuck you, don't judge me. Fuck it, I don't
Hell,
care if you do
who's
judge
judging?
me.
That's fucking great series.
Yeah,
They can't do that in 2020.
Animal Crossing New Horizons dropped a week ago and some change. It dropped at midnight on Thursday night, Friday morning, and that's all I've done all goddamn week. Other than
I'll get to play it eventually, but my wife will not get up the Switch.
well, that sucks that she got to it first because you're never going to enjoy
Gotta get
the
your own,
island
buddy.
life.
Technically, I bought it for her.
Well,
Nice.
the Animal Crossing franchise I absolutely adore. You wouldn't think that somebody like me would, but yeah, I love it. I fucking play the shit out of it. It's great. It's relaxing. It's one of the perfect video games that could have dropped in the midst of a global pandemic. I'm sorry, it just is.
You're not wrong.
Exactly.
I'm like, everybody's
Good
out
timing,
there,
man.
oh shit, I need toilet paper and hand sanitizer and fucking meat. And I'm just like, fuck yeah.
I got wood to
I
chop,
just-
bitches.
I just caught a whale shark. Fuck yeah. You know, so I'm just having
Nice.
fun. And now you can play online with your friends. So now I can go my friends over at Half Empty Energy Tank who got me my Switch when I went through the whole amputation and everything. They took donations up and bought me a Switch, because they knew I was going to be stuck at home and everything, and that was awesome of them. So
cool.
we've been going to each other's islands and everything, and it's the first time me and Greg have gotten to one of the first games Greg and I have gotten to actually play together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Even though we've been
That's
podcasting together for almost 3 years,
Yeah.
and playing online video games together on stream, this is just something that is like, hey dude, I'm coming to your island. All right, I'll open the gate. It's fucking relaxing as hell. It's just fun. That's one of my top 5s. I adore the Grand Theft Auto games. Absolutely fucking love them.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're wonderful.
still-
There's so much depth in those games and so much you can do. And Grand Theft Auto 5,
It's shockingly deep. Yeah, it's crazy.
that they're still making content for the online portion of it, and it's still one
They
of the
are.
most popular,
My
one of the most popular online games you can play. And I don't even play the online part.
I've
My-
never dove
yeah.
into GTA Online, but 5 was a
Oh my god.
phenomenal storyline,
My-
man. That was so
My
much fun.
son plays the fuck out of that shit, and I'll still play it every now and then. But he's got a huge amount of money built up. He's got every fucking car in the world. It's insane. He's got a tank in a fucking garages. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, where are you supposed to keep your tank? You
I don't
keep it on
know.
the front
I'm
lawn.
surprised he-
You don't keep your tank on the front lawn. The access hatch, hobos will get in there and shit in it.
Josh, he owns a fucking jet. I said, who the fuck? Why'd you buy a jet for? He goes, you never know when you're going to need one for a mission. I'm like,
You
what?
never know. And sometimes you just want to go skydiving and you fucking let your jet crash and go skydiving. Why not?
I guess so.
You can steal
I
another
guess.
one.
I guess. I don't know. I just like going around and banging hookers. That's all I do in the games. It's all good.
Port Rich, you can do that in real life.
I bet
Yeah, right.
the best 30 seconds of that virtual hooker's life too. I'm sure.
It's
Well,
worse,
I'd
though.
say-
It's not even gonna get the full bow chicka wow wow. It's gonna get to bow chicka done.
Easier for a
Not
good
really,
time, not a long time.
Because then I kill her ass and take my money back.
Maybe
Well, I'm
you
sure
don't
Grand
know
Theft
how to-
Auto, the franchise that made domestic violence acceptable.
Hey, only virtual domestic violence, okay? I don't support that shit in real life. But if I'm in a bad mood and I'm just like, I would just throat punch a motherfucker and kick their puppy
Listen.
while I fuck their mom. I'll play some Grand Theft Auto.
Let me tell you how special those games are for me. That's how I quit smoking, dude. I quit
no.
smoking through Grand Theft Auto. I'd be every time I had a real bad Nick fit, I'd just get on Grand Theft Auto and just start killing motherfuckers. And that's what helped me get through it. It made me feel better. So,
Dude, I mean, it's a great form of stress relief.
oh, it
GTA
is.
4,
It
man.
is.
I used to jump on GTA 4, throw the cheat codes in, and just fucking go ape with any weapon I could get my hands on. Just
Absolutely.
to unload some stress, man.
Oh, dude, that's what I would do whenever I played San Andreas. That's what I would do. I'd put in cheat codes, just go ham on
I think
everybody.
San Andreas was the last one I played.
Dude,
And San Andreas is probably my favorite one, but it was really
San Andreas was fun. Vice City was fun. 3 was really good. But 4
Did
was
Vice City
really
come out
good.
after
Five.
San Andreas?
I think Vice City
second
came
one.
out
No,
before.
Vice City
There was,
before. Yeah,
there
it
was
was before.
There was 2, which was set in Liberty City. Then there was Vice City.
Right.
Then they did.
hmm
Was it 3 or San Andreas?
I think they did 3.
Or
Three
I think
was
they did-
three,
or
like-
was
3 was the first open worldish one where you were actually.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
then they
and then San-
then 4 and then 5. Fucking.
and wasn't Liberty City Stories in there somewhere?
I think there was
Yeah, it was
download
a-
content for.
DLC.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
It might have been.
I don't remember
Okay.
which one, but yeah, I love the Grand Theft Auto games.
Yeah,
One
good.
of the more popular Japanese RPG franchises, the Tales series, Tales of.
Oh, great.
They have
series.
like Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Berseria, Tales of Xillia, Tales of Zestiria, Tales of Vespa. You know, they just each one is a. There's a couple that actually have direct sequels, but for the most part, they are standalone games.
There's a
And
new one coming to
Okay.
yeah, there's a new Tales game. They're fucking wonderful. Deep, rich storylines, beautiful art, and
Cool.
something that I can put 100 to 200 hours in over the course of playing through it and still never touch everything, and just relaxing yet engaging, wonderful story. Love those. The Fallout series. Love fucking Fallout.
Yeah.
And when it comes to American RPGs, Fallout is the king for me. And I've got every Fallout game except for.
Do you have a favorite?
I've got every
Okay.
one of them except for 76,
Okay.
the online game. I was excited and intrigued by the premise of it, and then they shit the bed on the release. And I know they've done a lot to improve it, but I'm not much of an online player, so I'm not going to bother.
and it's still trash.
Now, what's your favorite Fallout game? Because I like Fallout as well. I just wondering what's your favorite.
I don't know if I have a favorite. I would say the 2 I've played the most have been New Vegas and 4. 3
Yeah, New Vegas is my favorite. Though.
3
I
is
love New
great.
Vegas.
3's great. New
3
Vegas
is good. 3 is really good. Yeah.
New Vegas
I
is
think
the
I've got
only
the
one that wasn't done by Bethesda. They were done by Obsidian.
Who
I
also
know,
did Outer
but I
Worlds,
loved it.
fantastic.
I just loved it.
But 4
I
is
don't know.
also fucking amazing. And I have
Dude, I got
Yeah,
the
4 is
most
good
hours
too.
in 4 right now, and it's I could still
Yeah.
jump in and play anytime just for fun.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
and
that's
2
killer,
are
man.
1 and 2 are PC only, and I have those. I bought those for cheap on GOG.com, goodoldgames.com. You can get them for real cheap.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking $10 for the pair,
Mm-hmm.
and they're great.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I love
Watch
the
the
post.
Steam sales because they'll pop up there too.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the post-apocalyptic setting, the crazy
Yeah,
mutated
me too.
creatures, the alternate history
Uh-huh.
timeline set in
Yep.
the future, and the fucking just
Yep.
dark fucking humor. I have some
yeah.
seriously dark humor, and I fucking just love shit like that. So,
I hear you.
like Fallout, yeah, man, I love those games, man. And then my
Killer.
favorite video game franchise of all fucking time is the Final Fantasy franchise. I mean,
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So you
Yes. I just-
started at 5 and went to 1.
yeah, I started with 5 and went to 1.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
My very first RPG I ever played was on the original NES in 1989. It was Dragon Warrior, which is Dragon Quest.
I remember. I remember. Yeah. Right. I remember Dragon Warrior.
A year later,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy came out, and I subscribed to Nintendo Power. I had like the first 60 issues. Issue 17 was devoted entirely to being a Final Fantasy 1 strategy guide. And I got that in the mail, and it was right before the game came out, and I was like, this game looks amazing. And I got it, and I played the original Final Fantasy in 1990 and fell in love with that game. And it's, overall, I mean, it's the weakest storyline in the bunch, but it was the first one that started that franchise off. And the when they were making it, Square Enix was about to go under. They didn't know if they were going to survive as a company, and they said, "Well, we got enough money to make one final video game," so they wanted to call it Final Fantasy. It saved that company, and it blew up in Japan.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought Rare didn't won.
No. Rare did. I'm pretty sure Rare did shit like Ultima and Gauntlet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. I didn't appreciate it.
I thought that.
Wait, didn't they do? They did Highlight or some shit, didn't they?
I think. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. I could be mistaken.
But I don't remember Square Enix being on 1 or Square.
Oh, it was Squaresoft, not Square Enix. Squaresoft, my bad.
Okay.
Because now it's Square Enix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Squaresoft, and then there was Enix. What was it?
Square Enix. Yeah.
I don't remember how it all worked. I mean,
I don't remember.
I was a little kid.
Dude.
But, yeah, man, the Final Fantasy franchise, some of my absolute most favorite games are in that franchise, and a lot of people fucking adore 7, and I understand that because a lot of people, that was their first exposure to the franchise was 7 on the PlayStation.
Right.
But I'd already at that point been playing them for 7 or 8 years on the NES and Super NES. And had already.
That's the one I played. Yeah.
Yeah. So my favorite one all time is 6. It was released as 3 in the U.S. But then my second favorite one, and it's really close. Once I play through it again, it may edge 6 out of my top spot, and that's 15. 15 is fucking phenomenal.
Oh my god, it is. I'm playing through it again right now.
I mean, there's free tie-in media to it, and then there's also, the movie that they did to tie in that's not exactly free, but it's also easy to catch and find to stream. But even though it's modern, they did a lot of shit like in old school RPGs. You used to have to find out information or what was going on, you had to talk to everybody or search everywhere. They did that shit in this. You weren't spoon-fed the entire fucking story. You actually had to search out parts of the story.
Yeah,
you would learn things by talking to people or listening to the radio or reading the newspaper, shit like that. And the whole story is there if you delve into it and you search for it. You don't have to have any supplemental media. And then I get upset when people say, "Oh yeah, that game sucks because you have to buy other shit and watch other shit just to get the story." No, you don't. That's
No,
there to
they did the same-
supplement. It's there to enhance.
They're doing the same shit I did the first time I played through Mass Effect, where I just blew
Blew
what was
through
right
it.
in front of my face.
Blew through what was in
You
front
can't.
of you, point A to point B
Yep.
to point D, instead of, like point A and then, hey, let's go over here to, designation Q for a few minutes. And,
Yeah.
an RPG is not something you just plow through.
No, it's not.
Is it safe to say that all of us have Final Fantasy on our list?
I don't have it on mine.
Yeah.
No, I don't have it on mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 3 of us do.
All right.
Yep.
I would say my third favorite game in this franchise would be Tactics, because that shit, it's real time strategy. Even though it's a turn based, it's still considered a real time strategy game, and the plot of it's phenomenal. It was Game of Thrones before there was Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just fuck yeah, man. That's my favorite franchises that I go to.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
Final Fantasy's killer, dude.
The 7
strong
remake comes out here in about 2.5 weeks, and I'm really
happy with
excited
that,
about that. Even though 7 is not,
Yeah.
7's not in the top half of my favorite Final Fantasy games, but it's still.
Now, 7's the one a lot of people like, though. I mean, so it's weird. I don't know.
Well, it's
Yeah.
because it was
The
their
thing-
first exposure to it, and it's a really good
Yeah.
story. But
I think because the ones that have Final Fantasy on our list are going to be me, you, and Rob. I think that we're all going to have very different takes on the franchise, which I think is very interesting.
That's what I think is good about the franchise. It's like Gundam. It's like reinvents itself with every game. You know,
It really does.
True.
like with every piece of
True.
media.
it really does, and
Alright.
a lot of people adore 7, and it's just middle of the
Yeah.
road for me. But I have played the demo of the remake, and they've given it, completely rebuilt the game from the ground up. Yes, you have your story in place, but they've expanded upon that existing story and given everything an overhaul, rebuilt it up on, what engine is it, Rob? I don't remember off the top of my head. But,
It's not. Yeah, I don't know.
but it
I
plays.
don't know.
You have the
I
option
think it's
for.
Frostbite.
You have the
Isn't it
option
Frostbite?
for. I'm not sure. You have the option for classic turn-based, but I know a lot of people don't like that, and they have it now where the combat is almost like 15. They've enhanced combat, changed combat, and dude, I was playing that demo. I was like, okay, I'm officially excited for this game and looking forward to it.
Yeah. I was wondering about
They
that.
have the turn-based combat back.
Yeah, it's an option. You can either have the turn-based or the active, either one you want.
Oh, nice.
Oh, dude, that's dope. Sorry, Sam, for interrupting you, dude.
Oh
Go
no,
ahead.
I was asking the same thing as like if you like they were both available to you.
Oh, dude, that gives that
you
game so
choose-
much playability.
Yep,
Yeah.
you can
It
play
also,
through either
it
way.
also is like so nostalgic. Jesus Christ. Oh my
I'm gonna have
god.
to-
Turn-based is amazing.
I
I'm
have to
still a
get
big
it now.
fan. I'm still a
Yeah,
big fan of turn-based.
download the
Yeah, me
demo
too,
and
man.
try it out. I think you'll like it. I mean,
Yeah,
it
that's
takes
pretty
less than
neat.
an hour to play through.
Yeah.
I know
That's
I know-
killer, dude. That's killer.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
pretty
Shit.
awesome.
All right,
But yeah, that's got.
All right,
me
who's up
wrapped
next?
that's a good list, Josh.
Shit,
That
man,
is
I
a good list,
struggled.
Josh.
I struggled because I could have put the Metroid franchise on there. I could have put Zelda on there.
No,
Longtime franchises that I love. And the Star Ocean series is another beloved
Oh,
JRPG
yeah.
series of mine. So, I mean,
How
those
much
are
Ys
just
have you played?
huh?
How about Ys? Have you played much of the Ys series?
No, but I have 2 of them, but I've never even played them.
Oh,
I've got a backlog of video games of probably 50 games that I've never touched that I own.
Damn.
Yeah, it's insane.
with limiting it to 5, like I had such a hard problem at first, and then like I just like thought about like, okay, how many hours do I have into each one of these games?
There
And
you go.
And thinking about each
Yeah,
franchise.
dude, that was huge for me.
see,
man.
I struggled.
Yeah,
like,
that's-
my honorable mentions list is ridiculous, but
Yeah.
Yeah. But I agree with you. That's kind of what I did too. I just try to focus on what do I play the most? What have I played the most?
Yeah,
you
because
know?
it's like if you
And-
play it or if you like it, you're gonna make time for
Right.
it. You know.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was like, with
All
mine,
right. Who wa-
Zelda didn't even make the top 5, and I love Zelda. Fallout didn't make the top
Yeah.
5, and I love Fallout. Fucking
Yeah.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dragon
Yeah.
Quest. is
Love
good.
those games. I need to get the new Dragon Quest 11S on the Switch.
It's
I
cool,
need to
man.
get-
Yeah,
It's really
like
got,
if we went through,
I want to try
if we went,
Builders.
there's a Dragon Quest Tactics too, isn't there?
Something like that. What's that Dragon
Yeah.
Quest? It's like which Dragon Quest Builders or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Dragon
I
Quest
think so.
Builders
Really
is like Minecraft meets Dragon Quest, and
Yeah.
I think it.
I've been intrigued by it, but I haven't.
Go ahead.
been.
Sorry, Josh.
Oh, I was just saying I've been intrigued by it, but didn't buy it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I was just saying that like there are so many franchises that like touched us at different points in time that like I think if we did honorable mentions, it would take us till like 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. Oh.
I wound up with a list of like fucking 30, and I had to go through it, and I was just numbering
man.
and numbering and numbering to get down to 5.
And the thing is like some of the games that I love the most only have one release.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like and that was the thing.
Agreed. Yeah.
That's why we did
Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the best games I've ever played.
God,
but
so
that's the
good.
only game in the series so far.
Right. So far. Yeah.
Like mine was League of Legends and Star Trek Online. Because I have so many hours into each. I've been playing Star Trek Online for 10 years and League of Legends probably for 7.
Someone
Yeah.
screaming at your computer for 17 years.
Oh my god.
Dude, the amount of hours.
Sorry,
Go
Nick.
ahead, Josh. Sorry.
I'm sorry. EE just said at
No,
this
go,
rate,
dude.
he said at this rate you're going to take till 2 a.m. anyway. Motherfucker, you got somewhere to be.
He's working from home.
Yo, E is like skip all this shit. Let's get to the unbroadcasted.
That's what he wants to do. I know, right? He's like, fuck all this shit.
But like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're like those two games, Star Trek Online and League of Legends, have taken up so much of my time, and like, it's they're two totally different games, two completely different systems, and I love them both equally. But like, until League of Legends releases like all these games they're talking about having into the franchise, it's just League of Legends, so it's just that one game, so it really doesn't count as a franchise.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to count the Star Trek franchise, like that's cool, but like Star Trek Online, is a completely different beast than like Star Trek DS9 or Klingon Academy or any of that shit.
Yeah, that's all. It's same
brand.
material, same brand, but different franchises, different
Right.
developers, all that shit.
Yeah. All right, who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
You wanna go?
Yeah, I'll go
Russ.
next. All right. I'll start at number 5. Number 5 for me is Devil May Cry.
Oh, great
That's-
series.
It's fucking
choice.
those games were insane. Like I remember the first time I played when I first played the first one, and I just like I had no idea what I was doing, but I just got hooked on it, and I couldn't stop playing it. And then it just went on from there, man. And I love them all. They're all great games, man. Good story, good story to go with it. And then
Dante may be one of my favorite video
Yeah.
game characters ever. He's
Me-
just a fucking
me too.
badass.
Sidebar.
Yeah, and I'm just, I'm
Strong character,
yeah.
man.
What's up?
Sidebar.
What's up, Dad?
Are you in on that upcoming 1,000 Toys Dante figure?
Fuck, I want that.
I would not mind that. That sounds. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, it's pretty cool, man." It's going to be great. 1,000 Toys does a good job. So,
Yeah. Carry on.
and I'm into like hack and slash kind of games anyway. I love that kind of shit. So, next is Borderlands for me. Before it's Borderlands.
Nice.
Now,
Good choice.
Yeah, my kids introduced me to Borderlands, and that. I don't know, man. That fucking game's got one of my favorite villains of all time. So I can't.
Handsome Jack.
I think I can guess
Yeah.
your number one. I
I
really
know
do.
it's
I think
number
I can.
one.
My number one.
Dude,
I think so.
I'll do.
It's not a question.
Yeah.
Now, number 3. I don't know if y'all have played this game or not, or any of these games. Is Darksiders. I don't know if y'all are into
Love them.
Darksiders.
I have all
Alright,
three.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard good
Okay.
things about him, man.
Good
Sidebar for
choices,
that.
Russ.
I told Ian if he
Yeah.
could beat Darksiders, I would give him the Legendary Edition. I would give him $20. That motherfucker beat it in a day.
Nice.
Dude, well, I tell you what, you can really go at it and really make amazing progress in those games. I mean, they're fun. I like the whole. I'm into the whole apocalyptic biblical shit of the game. I really love the story. I love all the, in each game they introduce a new horseman, and I'm just like, fucking it.
Cool,
It's really.
man. Cool.
I know for the longest
Yeah.
time after the original studio shut down, after 2 came out, we didn't know if we were ever going to get the promise over the supposed 3 and 4. So
Right, we weren't sure, and 3. I think 3 did pretty well.
it did, and then when 3 was announced, everybody just shit their fucking minds. They're like,
Yeah, well, she's.
Dude,
Well,
I
and
just
I
changed my list during the show.
Oh,
I just
wow.
wanna-
I think that I think for 3 they picked the right. They did it right the right way. She was the right horseman to pick, and I think her character is just the bitch you love to hate. And she's fun, and you get to be her. And, she's got a whip. It's a sexy bitch with a whip. It's fun.
So you're saying you
Fucking
want to be
Ivy
a
from
sexy-
Soul Calibur.
There you go. Great, Nick. That's a great character. Probably one of my favorites to use in Soul Calibur, actually.
One of my best friends ever just mains Ivy and is so good with her.
It's amazing. She's one of the characters you can kind of like spam some shit with, though. You can fuck some people up with that character.
I'm sorry to interrupt y'all.
You're
fucking
fine.
2 mason jars in, bro.
Nah, you're good. You're good, dude. Number 2 for me is Castlevania.
Nice.
Nice choice.
And I like the very first Castlevania game. I know everyone remembers it. It's got a special place in everyone's heart, right? But like that was I don't know about you guys. When I first was playing that game, I thought it was one of the hardest fucking games ever. When I first started playing it, I just, oh my god, it was so hard.
The first 3 Castlevania games were brutal.
Dude,
I could not. There was no way I was gonna beat fucking Simon's Quest without the Nintendo Power issue.
Oh no.
Oh, me either. Hell yeah, you had to have it. You had to.
You had to
I
have it.
I would not have beat it either.
Now, like the question, dude, is like I know they're all produced by Konami, but do you split the franchise up into like the 2D and 3D era?
Yeah,
not
kind of
only
do.
that, not only that, but there's 2
go
different.
ahead, John.
There's the original NES and Super NES games, and then there was the PlayStation version, the Symphony of the Night stuff. But the Lords of Shadow completely reboots and tells a new story. And the Lords of Shadow series, that trilogy, because there's Lords of Shadow, and then there's a fucking Vita game or a PSP game that ties in as a bridge to Lords of Shadow and Lords of Shadow 2.
Rondo, you said? Yeah.
I can't remember the title of it off the top of my head. That is my favorite
Rob
fiction.
had it.
What was it?
Great.
They're
Rondo of Blood.
Rondo of Blood, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that wasn't going to be
released.
the one.
That's not the one that I'm thinking of. This is the Mirror of Fate. Mirror of Fate is the part of the
Mirror of Fate. Okay, yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my absolute favorite Castlevania fiction in either the series.
Yeah.
The Netflix series is great. It's based on 3, but
it's based on 3. Yeah.
Fucking Dracula's Curse, baby.
Which was a great game and my favorite of the old school games.
And it's got my favorite character in there, Alucard. I love
Alucard in Symphony of the Night. That was the shit.
Yep.
Dude,
yeah, he's the beast, man.
If you guys love those, try the Lords of Shadow series. You will not be disappointed.
Dude, that's such a great
Shadow.
Dude, Russ, that's such a great choice because it changes so much with the times, like Final Fantasy.
You know what I'm saying? What I love about it reinvented itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They kind
Good
of
fucking choice.
came up with a new story. And that's one of the things I like about Final Fantasy is every time the Final Fantasy would move, it changed with the times. Like you said, new game systems. They managed to make the game better and new story every time. And Castlevania was really good at it. I mean, there were some things they kind of did that I was like, what? But once you get used to it, it's cool. So Lords of Shadow is really good. Shadow is really good. So what's that?
Super Castlevania was so hard.
Still,
that was my
one of them all.
That was my 2. You guys say you know what my number 1 is. Do tell.
God of War.
God of War.
Yeah.
God, I'm that fucking I'm that perceptive.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, God of War. The greatest video game character of all time, my friends. Yes, the God of War himself, Kratos. Yep, it's the great one. So yeah, that's it.
I mean,
God of War was just fucking unreal for me, man.
What was it, last year at the spring NJCC, you got a picture of you and a 7-foot Kratos statue? So
I did. I had to. I mean,
Go ahead. Sorry, Russ.
no, I say it was amazing. I had to get a picture of that statue with me and that statue.
Yo, Matt Hurd brought up a fucking
the Legacy of Cain, the Blood Omen series.
Blood.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oh, good.
I mean,
Shadow Reaver pissed me off. Shadow Reaver pissed me off so much because where they had to push it out and the ending was cut short and it's just so abrupt. I was so angry at that.
I loved Raziel. And, the play was so good, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird because there's so many great ones.
Dude, the PS2 Transformers game that I liked the most was Beast Wars, definitely.
Beast Wars was dope on that.
Dude, they had a lot of good games on the PS2.
They had an Armada game, didn't
The Armada one was awesome.
Dude,
the fight with the big damn battleship.
Tidal Wave. Yeah.
That was because you're fighting in him.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
It was crazy.
That's kinky.
Oh, dude,
I know, right? I never played.
He said
I never played
that. Was on the GameCube? Because I thought I played that shit on the Genesis too.
Well, there was stuff that got ported to the GameCube.
Oh man, Brian Brink was talking about the Armada one. I really enjoyed the Genesis one because you played with the Maximals. There was a Maximals campaign and there was a Predacons campaign, and playing as Inferno for me was just dope.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. Yeah, I never played that game before.
Oh, it was
for the Queen.
Yeah, man.
I liked War for Cybertron and shit like that, and Fall of Cybertron.
War and Fall were amazing.
Those,
they were great.
But yeah, the Rise of Sun Tzu was dope. And the fucking Batman movie games, the '89 game.
Oh, the NES and Super NES games were the shit.
Yeah,
Batman
Returns. The Genesis. See, I was a Genesis kid more than I was a Super NES kid, but I had both.
I like Brink's comment. If Wii Mario Kart Online still existed, I'd play that all day long and get fired from my job. Mario Kart for the Switch Online is phenomenal.
That's awesome, dude.
It's kicks the shit out of Wii Online.
Dominance over my son all the time.
Yeah.
Matt Hurd mentioned Road Rash. I was more a Spy Hunter dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Spy Hunter was that was good. I like Spy Hunter. That was great. That was the first game I ever played on the PlayStation. Spy Hunter. That was the first one I ever played.
Dude, Spy Hunter had that whole Knight Rider vibe to it with a truck with
it did.
Side of the road and shit. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fucking car was badass.
Did we interrupt you on your list or?
No, you're good. I was done. God of War was my number one. Cool. I'm good, dude. No, I mean, and I'm not doing honorable. We're not supposed to be doing honorable mentions, but I will say there's one other one that I was really enjoyed a lot, and Josh said it all was also Grand Theft Auto, but that series I agree with you guys. That was pretty sick. So, but that's it for me. I'm good. Who's next?
And yeah, I just want to shout out E Prime. He says Friday the 13th, hardest NES game ever. I never beat Friday the 13th, and I never beat Section Zero either.
Somebody never played Golden Ghost.
Hey,
What was that?
Really?
what about the original TMNT?
Oh, that
Dude,
Electrified
everybody-
seaweed.
Oh, yeah, that shit was
Everybody
impossible.
talks about that one,
yeah.
but like, the electrified seaweed board wasn't that bad.
Now look
tell
at
you
this
a game-
stuff, not everybody.
I'll tell you a game that I beat back in the day on the NES, and a lot of people, complain about. I beat Battletoads.
Oh
That
my
game is
God.
a bitch.
What about motherfucking Adam's Family?
Oh, that's impossible.
No, it's
Yeah,
not impossible, but it's
Oh
fucking
no,
hard
I'm
to
thinking of
figure out.
Fester's Quest. Yeah.
Oh, dude, and I gotta say, like, out of everything that I've ever played on the NES, my favorite NES game of all times was Goonies 2.
That's a good one.
It was awesome, dude. That was a good game.
Good
I
game.
played this game called Trojan on the NES. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
really
that's
ridiculous.
an
And
early fucking
yeah.
Konami title, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and I kicked the fuck out. Like I got on the game, and my friends were all like, they got stuck on like the third boss, and I got on the game and I just beat the fuck out of it. It was so
Dude,
bad.
fucking Brink brought up TIE Fighter. Fucking
Mhm.
Herb brought up Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, I'll tell you the one
yeah,
that-
those are great.
I'll tell you
I
the one I
I
used to-
personally don't know anybody that has ever beaten the Friday the 13th NES game.
I never played it.
I never really played it either.
I'll tell you what.
I never beat it. I don't believe I could get past the third cabin.
Nah.
So
I'll tell you the
what were you gonna tell us, Rob?
Oh, the one that I used to blow through all the fucking time, and now I go back and try to play it. It just kicks my ass. Star Tropics. Did y'all ever play that shit?
I actually started
I fucking
playing that
love
last
that.
summer.
No shit.
I never played
Love
it
that game.
before, but I started playing it last
wow.
summer on the Switch through the Switch Online service. I need to
Yeah.
go back and finish it. That's a fun little game.
It is, dude. I've still got my original cart, and I.
Art's Nightmare was the fucking. Y'all remember that shit?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh,
Having to paint everything purple.
we're talking about fucking like runners up. Something that a lot of people didn't play was fucking Tropico
Tropico was awesome.
franchise. bro.
I love Tropico. I got Tropico 4 and 5. I love them.
Tropico. Good lord. I remember getting I remember playing that, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" What's
Dude,
insane, man?
Like
Oh,
my list is going to be completely different than y'all's, except for like my
Dude.
number one.
Speaking of simulators, I used to play the shit out of The Sims. And,
Yeah.
like, if I ever had somebody that pissed me off, I'd invite them to swim into my swimming pool. And then I would fucking pause the game and
Your
delete my
swimming
goddamn
pool?
ladders and watch them drown. And then sell their tombstones for money and say,
Oh my God.
fuck that guy.
Okay, The Sims 4, I think, was a PSN fucking exclusive
Yeah, a
for
couple
one.
months ago.
Yeah, so I got that, and Cal's playing the shit out of it. And I was trying to get him to put a grill in the house, and he wouldn't do it.
Put what in the house?
A grill. You put a grill in
yeah.
the house
You'll burn
with
it
the
down.
doors. Yeah, man. All right,
God,
who wants to go next, Sam or Rob?
I'll go next because I think I'll be fast, right?
all right, go Speedy. You got
Like
it.
Russ in the sack.
Okay,
Hey,
wait.
no wasting time.
We're
Go,
about to say, Nick?
No, I was just saying you said you were going to go next, right?
Yeah, I thought you were. Okay, so my five,
Ninja, go.
Russ is going to love this one. Gears of War, man.
Oh
Fucking love
yeah.
those games.
Gears of War is great. That's a great
I think
fucking.
there was stuff about the story
Yeah.
that like I thought was like annoying, but I just
Ah.
thought that the gameplay was just so fun, and I liked it. Like
That Yeah.
They had you do a lot of different shit throughout each game, you know. So it wasn't like you were just doing the same thing over and over and over again.
I just like that you could just
one of the best characters in fucking shooter games. Cold Trade!
Dude, yeah, that dude's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Augustus Cole.
Gears is great, man.
I know nobody has it on their list, but Brink brought up Lemmings. Fucking worm.
Fuck.
Lemmings, I don't even know what that is, dude.
Oh,
Dude,
dude,
Lemmings.
it's a fun little
Worm.
puzzle game. There's Lemmings on either the Switch or the PS4 recently. Oh yeah, I played Lemmings on a PS Now a couple of weeks back.
Were none of y'all Worms fans? Like Worms Armageddon? Shit?
I never played any of the Worms games.
Worms. You got to play that shit, Josh. You'd enjoy it.
Worms WMD was my favorite.
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim was
Yeah.
good, dude.
Good. Guys. That's why we love our chat, man. You guys got
Nice. Very
I'll
good.
tell you, man. One that they haven't brought up yet, and I'm shocked. The Ratchet and Clank series.
I was
God damn, those are good.
I was a Jack and Daxter guy over Ratchet and Clank.
So was I, actually. I like Jack and Dexter better. Yeah, I did. It was great.
I always felt like it was a knockoff game, but I was a huge Spyro fan.
Spyro was
Oh, my son. That was my son's favorite game series, dude. Spyro. Love that shit.
All right, Sam, I'm sorry. We fucking interrupted your list like a motherfucker.
Now you got me rethinking.
Number 4.
I'm gonna stick to what I had. Number 4. So I have Marvel versus Capcom, but that whole
Damn good choice.
Capcom versus anything, just because. So I think for me it started with X-Men versus Street Fighter, and like for me it's like that to me is what a fighting game is, and also it's like that aesthetic of what these characters look like. And this for all the X-Men, for all the Street Fighter, like that is what is imprinted in my brain. It's not necessarily Jim Lee's art for the X-Men. It's not anyone else's art or anything like that. It's like how they looked on that game, and like that's like with the figures I buy, with my displays and things like that. Like that is what I try to emulate.
What is it? Apex that does that shit?
Yeah, they get the closest to it, and then like Reveltech 2.
Reveltech. Okay, yeah, I got
you. You know, and it's like but that is just like an aesthetic that is just like burned into my brain, and like there's no escape from it. It's like we got an Xbox 360 in the house because we got Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and like we'll get that out and play it, you know, me and the kids, and I just love those games, man. They're just perfect to me. And then so my number 3 is, someone mentioned this before, which is like, okay, it's not just me. The Ninja Turtles games, man. Like very, like starting from the very first one on the Nintendo, the NES, where like they all had the red bands on their heads, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then like we had that, and then there was a second one, and like Turtles in Time after that, and the stuff. And like that is one of the things that, apart from the movie, that it's like solidified what the Ninja Turtles were to me. So like those characters, like that was my introduction to them. It wasn't necessarily the cartoon. It was like, here's who Bebop and Rocksteady are.
You weren't tainted with that terrible cartoon as your first impression.
Dude, and that's like, I get them to this day. It's like it was more in my mind is like who they were, as opposed to like what the show was. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because like we would watch it when we could catch it, but then it's like the game was always there. You know? So those games are super influential. So my 2 and like more like.
Real quick, brother. Like you split the Turtles franchise between the adventure games and the fighting games.
So the fighting games, I don't think I played any of those. Like to me, it was all the adventure ones. Like it was like the very first one for the Nintendo, which I don't remember the name of even.
It was
and then it was
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, and there's a sequel to that, and then Turtles in Time. Like those are the only ones I played.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I never played the fighting games or anything like that.
Dude, TMNT Tournament Fighters was a fucking underrated game, and it was Street Fighter fucking quality.
Yeah,
Really?
it was good.
Yeah, it was
That's
really
pretty good.
And then didn't
Sorry.
they have them on one of the Mortal Kombat games or something like I don't know.
Injustice.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Justice.
They
Yeah.
had turtles, and what you could do is like each gear loadout could be a different turtle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, TMNT tournament fighters. That's exactly it.
Yeah, 'cause I know I've heard of that game and seen videos of it. I've just never played it. So my two would be Dragon Quest. So I had
Yeah.
Dragon Warrior way back in the day on my Game Boy, and that's one of those things like from I don't even know what year it was, probably like 1997 or something. I want to say, but like from that until I pick up the Switch and I got whatever Dragon Quest is on the Switch right now, and it's like not much has changed, but in the same time everything's changed, because it's gone from like a 2D format to a 3D format. But like you pick it up. I like that they're all like a new story, but then you can still pick up each one and kind of know what to expect. And Akira Toriyama does the art for all of them, and he does the art for Dragon Ball Z. And it's like I like those like that's like my RPG of choice. That's what my go-to. Well, almost my go-to.
Don't take this the wrong way, but that surprises me that you like that one so much, because I would have thought that would be too far back for you. But
It came on the Game Boy at the right time.
I guess so.
Dragon Quest is like one of those timeless series, though, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
Exactly like Sam was saying, Dragon Quest fucking adapts to the times.
Yeah, man, it's
But it always
right.
feels
That's
familiar.
true.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Has that core mechanic.
yeah, and like even the one for the Switch now, I don't know what the number of it is, but
11S is the most recent one.
yeah, it's like you have the option. You can do it 3D or 2D. And I think that's cool. It's like I'm playing it.
That's
3D
kind of cool.
I'm like, so like, why wouldn't I? Because I have this
Right.
platform, But I think it's cool that they have that option, man. And it's just like everything's true in the spirit. Like the music's similar, and I just love it, man. It's like you pick them up, and it's like you seeing an old friend again. And then So my number one, dude, is Pokemon, man. Like it's.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Pokemon is the
Hey,
shit.
that's awesome, man. Fucking A, yeah.
But dude, before you go into fucking Pokemon, I think the thing about fucking Dragon Quest is that like the slimes are such an iconic fucking enemy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's something. It's like instantly recognizable as far as the franchise
I mean,
goes.
the slimes to Dragon Quest are the equivalent of a chocobo to Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're talking about
Like
Pokemon, though? You're talking about Pokemon? I hadn't played Pokemon in a while. When Soul Silver came out, I was at I was delivering to it was my first year in trucking. I was over the road. I was in Indiana the day it came out, and there's a GameStop in the same parking lot as like the Walmart and Kmart and all that shit at the same town I was delivering to the Walmart distribution center in, and I had a 4-hour layover waiting to get in for my appointment. I went into GameStop and it's like, I haven't played a Pokemon game in forever, so I bought it with the little tracker and all that, dude. And the rest of the time I was over the road, like anytime I was down for a break and I wasn't sleeping or I was waiting in a dock, that's all I fucking played. I think I had 200 goddamn hours in that game by the time I got off the road.
Yeah, dude. So like, it hit me at the right time. It's like that. I was 9 years old when Red and Blue came out, and then even I played through all of them, and then I got away from it for a long time until like a couple summers ago, and like they had Poke Transporter, and then I went to Pokemon Bank, which now on the Switch is Pokemon Home. So it's like the thing I like about it now, which really keeps me engaged, is that you can take everything like you've done in a previous game and then transport it into like the next game. that comes out. So
Right.
it makes it like what you do. It's like in the post game, like you can go on catch everything, and basically like you set up your team for the next game is what I do. And it's like my son's playing, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna set you up with this badass team from the get go. It's like I like that.
Yep.
Like that carryover, that changeover, whatever you want to call it, and it's kind of like a similar things I said with Dragon Quest. It's like really familiar gameplay. Even though it changes formats here and there, but it's fucking got me, man.
Like the only exposure I had to Pokemon was the arena game for the Super Nintendo.
I played that for a weekend once with some friends, but up until
I don't think I ever even played that.
Yeah, it's okay. I never played another one though until my daughter got Pokemon Moon for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I played that. Man. I played through that entire game, and it was all right. But I'm sure I would be far into it more had I been into it when it first released. If I'd been younger, because Greg, he's a huge Pokemon fan, and he's a little bit younger than me. So that shit hit when he was like in high school. So he was a big fan of it. I was already out in the world when that shit became popular.
Yeah. My kids were really big into that stuff and all the Pokemon stuff. So he would always.
They're fun little games.
Like
I played.
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium might have been it.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go. I mean, I guess that counts towards the Pokemon franchise.
I tried out Pokemon Go. And it was okay for a minute, but
So if they could get Pokemon Go like to kind of interlink with Pokemon Home to where it could like all just be one fluid thing, then I would get into it. But who's next? We got Rob and Nick, right?
I'm gonna make you go so I can go last.
Oh, you're gonna do that shit. All right, I'm good.
Yeah, because my shit's gonna be different.
Oh yeah. Now everybody assumed that Josh and I were gonna overlap a bunch. We only overlapped on one.
Nice. Really? Okay, it must be Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that in our chat last night. Him and I assumed we'd be pretty close, but when I finally got my list together, number 5 was the Metroid franchise. Like I right from the NES.
Wow, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
And the Metroid was great, man. Those fucking games were awesome, man. God damn.
That fucking Metroid 1 for the NES broke my brain as a kid.
Dude, I played
that was great.
I legit saved up my fucking I used to mow yards for money where I lived.
Yeah.
And I saved up my yard mowing money just so I could buy the NES Advantage joystick just to play Metroid.
Oh yeah. It helped.
It helps a lot.
Fucking turbo button, big deal with the turbo.
And like my thing about Metroid was it had a renaissance on each console.
Yeah.
Yep.
Super Metroid.
Did, yeah.
Fucking like Metroid Zero and all that shit.
Metroid Prime.
That was my shit. Everybody always talks about Super Metroid, right? Like, Super Metroid's the best. I love Super Metroid.
Me too.
But Prime, the first Prime, that is my game.
That's unreal.
When I got it, dude. When I got it, like the night, that was a day one release buy. I came home. I had a week off. All I did was I plugged in my headphones to my receiver on my stereo, and I turned on Metroid Prime. And just the way the whole game develops you into the world is unbelievable.
Yeah. Prime is really good. The first one was amazing. You can't argue against Metroid. This is probably one of the great ones, honestly.
I want a new
it's had staying power.
I want a new Metroid game on the Switch so fucking bad.
Oh man, I cannot wait for.
I'm sure that'd be pretty cool.
Dude, Samus Returns. Samus Returns almost unseated Prime for me though, because Samus Returns is so goddamn good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And that was originally a Game Boy release. Sorry, and then
and I had the Game Boy release. I beat that in math class a few times.
The shock of Samus actually being a female, that was a huge thing. And then like Metroid has definitely reinvented itself for every console it's been on.
Yeah,
Including
Other
game.
Other M's okay, but it's not the reinvention that they were used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was really cool because it was awesome when she was revealed as a female. I remember thinking because I wasn't used to playing with a female hero or heroine. You know,
Rare.
I don't think any of us were.
Retarded?
She was kind
That head switch when she took off the helmet.
Yeah,
of, yeah.
Crucial. That's your word,
That was
Rusty.
great, man. Crucial, baby. All right, that was what's next, Rob?
Halo. I
Nice.
am a
Good choice.
giant Halo fan,
It's
and
yeah,
I don't even mean for the multiplayer. Like the Halo storyline is
Mm-hmm.
so deep, and it's such a well-told story, and the gameplay ties in so well with it. And the coolest thing is
I
like
agree.
there's almost no music in the actual game. Like that that opening theme is incredible, but then in the game,
yeah.
you rarely hear music. It's just
Mhm.
you and the environment and whatever you're going against. And it leaves
Yeah.
you feeling
It was-
like that lone mercenary.
That's like like I say, I'm not an Xbox person, but I would say when that's a game I've played on the Xbox, and my love of that game has almost gotten me to buy an Xbox just so I can have just for that game. I mean, because I liked it so much. I really enjoyed playing it. It was a good time.
And at this
Very
point,
fun.
though, with the Master Chief Collection and all the oh my god, I've been playing the hell out of the Master Chief Collection.
I'm sure.
They redid Halo 1 now, Combat Evolved, in that same
Oh
engine.
wow.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
dude. And the whole series is now on
Maybe.
PC too, so you don't have to get an Xbox. You can get a good
Wow.
PC and still play it. Just saying.
That's cool.
You don't have to break your fucking little fanboyism on PlayStation.
What you talking about? I've seen Russ with the Xbox logo carved on the side of his head. What are you talking about?
Like,
Oh,
the cool thing that you're talking about is like you're a fan of the single player game, and then like there's just the whole multiplayer aspect.
oh
of
yeah.
Halo.
I'm not gonna
And
lie,
like,
dude. We
yeah,
used to
there
do
is.
entire.
Fun,
We
and I believe that any gamer that played games has good memories of Halo.
we used to do these
Yeah,
giant ass
exactly.
LAN parties, like anywhere from 20 people
Yeah.
to 250, 300 people. LAN parties, huge. Me being an ex-network engineer kind of guy, we
Yeah.
rolled out big networks, and it was Halo, Quake, and Unreal. Those were the games that were played on the LAN parties. And oh my god, I've got a lot of love for the multiplayer too, but the single player is my main reason for loving Halo. That's that whole story from beginning to end, and I cannot wait for Infinite.
Word.
I am going to
I bet. It's awesome.
dive in. I'm gonna block out a week of vacation when that comes out. You motherfuckers ain't gonna see me for a week. But all right, let's go on to number 3 because we're running kind of late. We're gonna have to do Nixie at 2. Persona.
Good choice.
I am an Atlas goddamn diehard. And the crazy
Yeah.
Persona, if you play it, it's a turn-based RPG. They're strange, and each one's like an independent story. So it's not like it's like Final Fantasy where every story is different. But the world is different, and the music is what makes that. Between the music and the art style is pretty damn dope too. And then
Fucking Brink. Mr. Russ has an Xbox tramp stamp. That's great.
But yeah,
he
and I-
said you got one of those?
Yeah, Brink said I have an Xbox tramp stamp. That'd be
it's
awesome.
a reverse trans stamp. It's tattooed right above his dick. We've seen it on YouTube.
Hey, at least it doesn't
Yeah,
say
man.
property of Joe Exotic.
Oh god.
Hey y'all.
And you're not
And then you
allergic
get
to
a full to
shirts.
cover that shit up. What the fuck?
How do we go from Persona to Joe Exotic?
I don't think I'll ever be able to financially recover from this.
I don't think I'll ever financially recover from this. That's like a super useful meme, dude. This one,
Oh God.
it's just it applies to everything, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it
that's
does.
You got to get on with your list, or I'm just
yeah.
fucking-
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
fun, dude.
play the Persona series, best music in games ever.
Nice.
Number 2, and this is where Josh and I overlap on series, but not on placement. It's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And as of right now,
Yeah.
15 is my jam. Like, I was a big 7 fan, and 8, I loved 8. I know a lot of people hate on it, but I don't know. It hit me at the right time, and I'd played it
8's
all the ones
great.
growing up too. Oh, dude, 8's phenomenal.
I love 8. Day one release of the remaster on the Switch, I snagged it.
Yeah, see, I was playing it on PC. As soon as it hit PC, I bought the whole thing. And you can ask Tiff, man. I was sitting there, like, we were dating at the time, and I would actually take my PC, put it in my car, old CRT monitor and everything, drag it up to her dad's house, and we'd sit there playing Final Fantasy, and then I'd drag it all home. Oh, it was great.
Oh God.
But, you know, I
Sorry,
played
man.
NES and Super NES Final Fantasies. Like, for the
Yeah.
longest time, and I know this game gets a lot of hate, but Mystic Quest was awesome. I loved it. It was.
I think I ever
That's
played that.
It's the only one I never played.
It's like Final Fantasy Light. It's a great game, and it's a lot of fun, but it's not as in-depth as your normal Final Fantasy. But it was one of those where I could just mindlessly sit there and just play through it. It's a good little storyline. It's on the Super Nintendo, and it's cheap. If you can grab it, grab it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Final Fantasy was my jam, man. My 1 and 2 bounced back and forth so hard as I was going through this list, like, over and over again. Like, the 2 top series always stayed the same, but they flipped back and forth and back and forth. But my number 1, I gotta go back to Mass Effect. That series that pulled so
Mass
much
Effect.
emotion out of
Okay.
me.
All right.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Man, that thing yanked on my
choice.
emotions. I mean, I don't even acknowledge Andromeda because it doesn't
No,
exist.
because it's terrible.
But it is fucking atrocious. But the first 3, oh my god, just roller coaster of emotion. I've never sat like I rarely do all-nighters on games, especially now at this age. And I originally did not like Mass Effect. Like, I played it, I was like, this is kind of like, what the fuck. But I did, like we were talking earlier, I just ripped through it. I didn't stop and take the time to really acknowledge the storyline. So I decided one day, it's like, I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to try it again. And I'm going to see what the hell's going on. And I couldn't stop. Like, I dove deep, and I was getting into all the side stories and getting into all of the deeper lore. And it's like, this game's fucking incredible. And I was like up and down, like happy as shit and angry as hell and crying my eyes out all through this game. It was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun's coming up, and the end credits are rolling with that song for the first game.
Ooh.
Oh,
And
damn,
I'm
dude.
sitting there literally in
Good
tears,
deal.
just like, oh my God, what the hell ride did I just go on? And I had to do the same for them. I finally, because I hadn't even touched the other 2 yet, ever. And I'd owned them forever. I just didn't want to play them without playing the first.
Yo, just real quick, E says Andromeda is like Godfather 3. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually like Godfather 3.
I do too, but
It's
like a lot of
nothing.
people
It's
don't.
nothing compared to 2 or 1. You know, because those are so good. But I don't hate 3. I can watch 3 and appreciate 3.
And
Me too.
Andy Garcia just makes it definitely viewable.
Yeah.
No, Weird Al. Andromeda's like if knockoff Weird Al Yankovic did a remake of Godfather 3.
The
What the fuck?
facial animations in that were so
Oh,
god awful.
Oh, it. Yeah,
In Andromeda, they were bad.
it
That
was-
game needed a minimum another year of development.
Well, that's the crazy part. Andromeda was what, almost 10 years after 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go back and
but-
play 1, and 1 it looked so much better. It played so much better, and 1 wasn't even as good of a game to play as 2.
No, 2
Like
was
they did a
phenomenal.
lot. 2 is the best in the series. Like
Mhm.
I love 3, and I know 3 gets a lot of hate, but I think it's the fact that it
3 was
finalizes
great.
that story.
3 was great too. 3's only problem to me was it telegraphed the ending way too soon.
Right.
Word.
But it was the ride, man. The ride that thing takes you on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole thing with that kid, like the whole time in the game, it's like, where the fuck is this kid coming from? It was.
All right.
Before we get to my list, I have a question. If there are only
All right.
2 games, is that a franchise?
I thought that was our stipulation.
I mean, there's got to be.
Yeah.
It has to be more than
Okay.
one to be considered a franchise.
Okay,
2 is
Right.
the bare minimum.
I will admit I changed my list twice during this show now, and I wanted to mention some of the shit that we haven't mentioned. Super Mario Brothers.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that was
Yeah.
Zelda.
that's
So-
a staple of gaming. Period.
Legend of
Yeah,
Zelda is one of
you're
my
right.
favorite franchises, but I don't.
Just,
I don't have
Top 5.
every entry or haven't played every entry, so I didn't consider.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, see, I've played most of them, but it's on. If we were to go to top 10, it would be on my list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. All right.
Maybe.
I'm gonna admit, like, I feel like such a hipster because of my list, especially fucking changing 2 of the fucking shits on it. But I'm gonna try to say mine with pride. Number 5,
Go for it.
Warcraft.
What was it?
Warcraft. I love
Warcraft 3.
I loved Warcraft 2 and especially 3. Yes.
Oh,
Warcraft 3. The mod coming off of Warcraft 3, Dota, and then World of Warcraft. I
Yeah.
I
don't
never
know.
got
Nice.
too hard into World of Warcraft, but like 2, I was playing 2 on a Pentium 66 with a turbo button.
Dude, fucking
There were turbo buttons on computers.
I remember, dude.
Yep.
3 with the introduction to heroes and that other shit. Just
Yeah.
I
fucking
mean, hell,
fired
the whole
up.
storyline of Arthas was great.
And then they fucking, dude, Warcraft 3 was a real-time strategy game. And then it fucking, because Blizzard allowed people to fucking mod their game, it came up with a completely different fucking genre of game that is the most popular genre of game right now in the world, and that's MOBAs.
Yeah.
And has been for 20 years running now, probably.
Yeah. Number 4, this is one of the ones I changed, and that's KOTOR. Knights of the Old
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2,
Man.
some of the best fiction in Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Oh, hands down, dude.
Especially
Everything
the
was-
first
Yeah.
The first one,
Yeah.
the whole story of Revan through the first one, and then the
Yep.
mystery of if you were Revan or not in the second one was amazing.
Yeah.
The play mechanics for something on a console were revolutionary. The story was amazing, and it's some of the best. It's one of the few things in like a major franchise where you can say a video game has some of the best fiction for it.
Yeah, them and Shadows of the
Yeah.
Empire. Shadows of the Empire was
Yeah.
really good too.
Shadows of the Empire was a huge deal, especially being released on the Super Nintendo like that.
Yeah.
Well, this is 64.
Yeah.
64, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, 64. My third is Age of Empires, and that's the other one I changed.
Age of Empires.
Love
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
games. I actually have
I
a copy of
love
Age of
those.
Empires 3 right here because I played on my PC sometimes still to this day.
Yep. As soon as I downloaded Steam and I saw Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 3, and Age of Mythology on one package,
Oh, wow.
was a good buy.
Yep. I think that's how I bought them too. It was the whole pack on a Steam sale.
Yeah. Yep, definitely.
Isn't Age of Wonders part of that now too, or is that a different?
I think that's the thing. Actually, Age of Wonders is an expansion to Age of Mythology, isn't it?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
I've never played Age of Mythology, and I would be into that, especially if it's heavy into like Greek mythology and shit.
Yeah, Paradox, because that's who did the Age of Empires, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they did Impossible Creatures too, didn't they?
Yeah, this one's Age of Wonders Planetfall is the one I was looking at just now.
Yeah, that in that same series, like Impossible Creatures was amazing. That was so fun. You would mix together two different creatures, like you could have a chimpanzee scorpion
with 5 butts.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking amazing.
That's cool.
And again, I really feel like a hipster with my list, but I'm really trying not to be. My number 2 is Armored Core.
Dude, Armored Core.
That's a good series.
I love that shit.
I was always more of a Mech Warrior guy, but
like my struggle with rating Armored Core was if I was going to put Armored Core in or Mech Warrior.
See, I was a Mech Warrior guy, hardcore.
I played a lot of the front mission games.
But like Armored Core brought the sophistication of Mech Warrior to a console and made it accessible.
Yeah.
And they had, I mean, we couldn't get them, but from like 2000, from like what was it, like 97 to 2006, Armored Core had to release every fucking year. So there were so many Japanese exclusive fucking releases, and while I was researching Armored Core, because it is one of my favorite franchises no matter what, I just found out it's part of the PS1 Classics fucking release on the PlayStation, so I'm gonna have to fucking find out how I can get those so I can play them again.
Nice.
Yeah, those were great games too. What was the one for PlayStation 2 that came with the big giant controller system?
That wasn't on the PlayStation 2, that was on the Xbox, and that was Steel Battalion.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That
but like
the controller setup was like the cockpit of
nice,
and it had so many dozens of buttons and switches and pedals. It was insane.
Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
Like the cool dude, I loved Armored Core because it had that fucking laser sword. And it was that dash move. Oh god, Armored Core is such an underrated fucking franchise. I don't think enough people played it, and there hasn't been a release outside of the United States since 2007. Japan stopped it in like 2013, and they had anime going from like 2007.
Yeah, they had their studio went under, didn't it?
I believe so, because like they were talking about releasing an Armored Core for the PS4 and it never happened. And then like the fucking engine for the game was part of the first Titanfall, I believe.
Yeah. Another great franchise.
Titanfall's a good franchise.
Mm-hmm. More so 2 than 1, but 1 was fun, but 2 was badass.
Before we get to my number 1, which is a foregone conclusion, shit we didn't mention was Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, World Heroes.
I forgot to mention the Uncharted series. Fucking love that series.
Uncharted
as an honorable mention, because that would be in my top 10 if we were doing 10s.
Guilty Gears. And I can't think of anything else. But not
right. Forza, baby.
Did anybody mention outside of the chat?
No, Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo's good.
What are you saying?
Forza. Yeah. Somebody in the chat mentioned Twisted Metal, which was a
That was a great
Twisted
game.
Metal.
I really
It
only ever
was
liked.
fun, dude. Twisted Metal was fun.
I really only ever liked 2. I didn't really like
Yeah.
any after 2.
Star Wars Lego, Jurassic Park Lego, a lot.
Just
Yeah.
Lego franchise in
Okay,
general.
any
You
Lego
can't go wrong.
good.
I've been playing through Lego.
Yeah, all the
World
Lego
for
games
Willow.
are cool.
Yeah.
I played the Lego Harry Potter game. That was pretty neat.
They're both good. I really love those.
Yeah.
Collections.
Yeah. Yeah, they were fun. No, that's fun shit, man.
Sidebar, speaking
Josh?
of Lego Harry Potter,
What?
I want giant.
What?
Didn't you have something to say?
Oh, I just said I love
Louis
the
interrupted
Harry
you.
Potter games. They were great. That's all I said.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're good.
He has a really good point that no one has mentioned Sonic.
Because
Because
Sonic's
the only
not-
good ones were like there's like 2 good games or 3 now with Sonic.
Madden got bumped off my list.
Fucking sports games.
Well, okay.
I
Okay,
didn't
hold on.
put
Here's why
any
I didn't
sports
include Madden.
games. I didn't put any sports
Right.
games, but if I were going to, it would be the MLB The Show
Okay.
series.
True.
Okay, the reason why
NBA
I
Jam.
love Madden. I love Madden, but I guess it is a franchise, I get that, but I consider every Madden game like its own game, dude. I just do. I've never to me there's no continuation of a storyline in Madden. You know, or because there's no, I don't even bother with the storyline. Remember the stupid story they would put into some of them? I never cared about that shit. I never played that. You know?
Not only Madden, but like people mentioned like 2K. There's 2K football.
The NBA 2 games are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have stories. Don't they have like a story in them too?
Yeah, they got like creative
Some
players.
of them.
Nobody mentioned NBA Live, which
Dude, I loved the live series back in the 90s, but the 2K series.
dude, yeah. I think it was Live 94 with the Golden State Warriors that had Billy
Run
Owens,
TMC.
Smollett, Run TMC, and Chris Webber.
And that might have been Live 95.
Yeah.
But it was in that era, yeah.
There's a ton of sports games. The WWF/WWE franchise.
No Mercy is still the best wrestling game ever.
I don't know.
I like WrestleMania. I like WrestleMania 2000.
SmackDown.
SmackDown Here Comes the Pain was phenomenal.
Yeah, here comes the pain.
They've never lived up to and when they went over to the Raw versus SmackDown series and now whatever it's called, they've never lived up to how good Here Comes the Pain was.
How about the arcade game WrestleCade?
Never played it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, WWE WrestleCade. It was you could play it in Demolition or LOD, Ultimate Warrior, Hogan, Slaughter. Yeah, Fire Pro
cool.
Wrestling, shit like that.
I've got Fire Pro Wrestling on my PC actually. Let me see which. Oops, sorry. I didn't realize if I minimized that it wasn't going to continue to capture. Back up we go. Sorry about that, everyone.
No problem.
I got the most recent PC release of Fire Pro Wrestling, though.
And then, like, Mech Warriors not able to be mentioned. There's so many different franchises that Mutant League Football, good deal. Fucking Romance of the Kingdoms. There's just so many that like everybody played and loved, but my number one is Final Fantasy. And my number one Final Fantasy is different than most other people's.
Tactics.
Final Fantasy Legends on the Game Boy. That entire series was what, besides Tactics, drew me into Final Fantasy.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
I played one on the NES, but the Legends games on the fucking Game Boy were fucking amazing. And they allowed you to turn monsters before other games really even thought of that mechanic. It was
that's cool as shit, damn.
Great shit. And then you go from then you like 1 and 2 And then, Josh, what was released as 3 here? Was it 6?
6 was.
6 was, yeah. 1 was the original, and then what we got as 2 was actually 4. And it was dumbed down because the Japanese felt, well, Americans, they're not going to get the difficulty. They can't play they can't play on the same difficulty level, so they made it easier. And then 6 was released here as 3. So when 7 came out, and this was pre-internet, a lot of people were like, wait, how is this 7 if we played 1, 2, and 3, and now all of a sudden it's fucking 7? We didn't know.
Yeah.
But then what was Super Final Fantasy?
The original was on the NES, and the 2 on the Super NES was Final Fantasy 4/2 and 3/6.
Okay.
The first PlayStation release of 5, first time 5 was released outside of Japan, was on the PlayStation in '99. I think it was, or 2000, as part of Final Fantasy anthologies with Chrono Trigger. It was like 4 and 5 on one disc and Chrono Trigger on the other. Or maybe it was 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 were on one disc and Chrono Trigger was the other. Anyway.
Yeah, 1 and 2 are on Origins, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, Origins was 1 and 2 in Chrono Trigger, and Anthology was 4 and 5.
On the PS3, at least, Chrono Trigger wasn't on it.
Oh, Chrono Trigger was on one of them. I remember though. I specifically had it.
But Tactics is my favorite game of all time. I have the most hours into that. And then the Game Boy Final Fantasies, the Legends ones, where you can convert monsters into your army and shit like that. That was just amazing to me. It was so much fun. The gargoyle monsters you would get were fucking dope.
I bought a Game Boy Advance specifically for Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, like the redo of the original Tactics and that storyline that it had. That was a lot of fun.
Tactics has been released on the Game Boy Advance as a upgraded version. The PlayStation 1 as its original version. The PS3 through the network has the original fucking Tactics and also
War of the Lions.
War of the Lions, yep.
Which was basically, if you're going to play a version, play the War of the Lions version because that's phenomenal.
Yeah. It just, I love fucking Final Fantasy.
Yeah, man. Well, that game is great, and I'm super excited about the upcoming remake of 7. It's also coming out at a great time because a lot of us are stuck at home, and if you're a Final Fantasy fan, hey, a couple of weeks, look what you're going to be able to do in your downtime.
And I always found 7 to be inferior to Tactics. I'm getting excited for the remaster.
Well, I mean, 7 had a really good storyline, but the graphics by today's standards are the worst graphics in a Final Fantasy game of any. That's post Super Nintendo era. Hell, even the sprites, the 16-bit sprites, look better to me than the terrible polygonal art style that they went with in 7. But at the time it was fine. But the story is still good.
Yeah, and then Cloud was just like a side character that you could get as an unlockable in Tactics.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's my votes, and we're heading up towards midnight, so I think we should probably fucking call it, man. Anybody got anything to say?
Play some games, man. It's a good time to do it.
Up in your house.
I think we
can play.
And then, I just want one more thing, guys. There was Mega Man. Everyone remember Mega Man?
Dude, that was going to be one of my every year. I play through Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 every year just because.
Right.
I have 1 through 10 on my Switch and on my 3DS.
They were pretty. They were like I remember the original 1, 2, and 3 were to me the ones that I would just love. I would sit up all night. Those were the first games I did all nighters on.
Yeah, we
Mega Man, so
mentioned one of the most important franchises to PC gaming, which was Myst.
Oh,
yeah.
Mist. I remember Mist. Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I mean,
Well.
There's
Right.
so much stuff that we'll never be able to cover in a show like this. It's just so important.
Yeah.
So keep the comments coming, and the pictures going. If we miss something that you guys love, we might talk about it in a future episode.
Speaking of that, there's actually talks of a new game in that franchise possibly coming out.
Is it really? Oh, that's crazy, dude. That'd be amazing. Wow.
The other one none of us mentioned,
Middle Gate.
Baldur's motherfucking Gate.
Oh yes.
And
Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, I have them both on the PC and their expansions, and I love them, and I play through them about once every 2 years. But the same people that made those original Baldur's Gate PC games made a game called Pillars of Eternity, and it's fucking wonderful. And you can get it now on the PS4 through the PlayStation Now, and it's downloadable for free if you're a part of that subscription service. So
that's awesome,
dude. That's
a
great fucking game too. Pillars of Eternity,
wonderful. Brings up a good point. Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo 1 and 2 were amazing. Diablo 3 kind of shit the bed a little bit, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Going back to Mega Man. A little over a year ago, we had one of my friends on promoting their Mega Man-a-thon charity, and this year it's been postponed.
I remember that. Yep.
But one of the things I really love about Mega Man at MagFest last year, they had the composer of the original Mega Man 2 soundtrack, and he worked on the first several Mega Man games, but the Mega Man 2 soundtrack specifically has gotten huge in the gaming community.
Oh yeah.
And this guy that we know through Half Empty Energy Tank, his name's Matt Papa. He works for NT Creates. He and his girlfriend live in Japan. He does the English localization from the Japanese translation to the game for American releases, North American releases and stuff. He had last year they did a playthrough of Mega Man 2 with the musical composer of Mega Man 2 sitting there talking about how what he wanted to do with how a team of like less than 6 guys made that game in less than 4 months, and how he composed the music, and then they had to break it down for the 8-bit music style and everything. And there's this band that I'm a really big fan of. I'm just going to put them out there. They're called Bit Brigade. They don't have a lead singer. They have a speedrunner who is their frontman. He plays the video game on stage on a projected screen, while the rest of the band plays the fucking soundtrack to whatever game he is playing. And from opening credits when it starts to the end of the closing credits, they play the entire soundtrack, intermission screens, all that shit. Fucking
that's pretty
great.
Awesome.
Look up
yeah, that's cool.
Look up Bit Brigade's Mega Man 2 performance from MagFest and watch it. It's like 42 minutes long. Dude plays through the entire game without dying, and they're just playing the soundtrack along, and it's fucking great because that is one kick-ass soundtrack. Love the Mega Man franchise.
I agree.
And
Mega Man's awesome, dude.
The live music too.
Yeah. And they do that with more than just the Mega Man series. They do it to Castlevania, Legend of Zelda, and others.
Right.
And there's definitely 4 that I can think of that we didn't mention. Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Eric found Wolfenstein?
Yeah.
It's great.
Doom.
Definitely my number 1.
Yeah, well, Doom Eternal just came out, and that thing's blowing up.
Ultima.
Yeah, Ultima was good.
EverQuest.
And yep, that was what I was gonna say. The big daddy of them all for MMOs, EverQuest.
The one that really started the revolution.
Yep. And EverQuest 2 was far superior and didn't get it. And then what's the other one? Guild Warriors.
Yeah.
Good games. So there's so much that this fucking topic could encompass that none of us could fucking, with only 5 of us on the cast, there's no way we could have encompassed all of this.
But It does leave open the possibility of us deep diving into specific franchises because we're all gamers.
Yeah.
We don't talk nearly as
Yeah.
much gaming shit as we should.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
Personal opinion, but
We really
If
don't.
anybody,
Yeah.
dude, if anybody is interested, I will stream STO for 24 hours straight. I promise you.
fuck, I gotta reinstall it. I'm gonna have to help
Amazing.
you with that one. I mean, I go for 24 hours straight, but I'll
Nice.
jump in and run with you.
I'll fucking go 24 hours straight. All I need is some energy drinks. All right, guys.
Gary, send him a case of Bang Stat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary. He don't listen to this show no more.
I gotta take this.
Yes, same here. So, you guys, peace, love, and hair grease. Thank you guys all for participating in
Later.
the chat. We love the realm.
Yep.
We appreciate all the shows. Enter the realm. Fucking breaking the mold. Fucking
Figure
what's
banging.
the Wednesday? Figure banging. Dude, anything realm officiated, anything cool network fucking initiated.
Yeah.
Like, we love. Bobby's last Force Sensitive video, fucking amazing. Watch Nerd Rage.
Oh,
Watch
dude.
everything.
Dude, I got. Yeah, man. There's Bobby shows are killing it, dude. He's doing some good shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, man.
The dude,
If you weren't a patron of his on the Nerd Rage channel, you are missing out a lot of great content. Just saying,
Mm-hmm.
it's worth
In the-
the fucking $10 investment. You get so fucking much.
and for how much Bobby talked down the 4 dummies about posing, I loved it. It was a
Yeah,
fucking
actually-
great show.
It was.
Bobby-
It was good. It was good.
Bobby, mwah, I love you, buddy. You know that shit. My
Oh.
kid loves you.
Blowing you kisses. I love it.
Yeah, man. And the other thing about it is Bobby's such a great human being. Pinkerton's a good dude. Fucking Dust.
Yeah.
Frank.
Hey, shout
You know,
out to
Fucking Energon Addict is my hetero life mate. Gary. Gary, I want to get you drunk in every position so I can take advantage of you. Fucking Dom, I love
Give
you.
me the keys to the Challenger first.
Ugh.
I'll do burnouts while you get drunk.
I love all you guys. And yo, Chris, since the fucking COVID-19 shit has been going on, has been doing more shit on Crashbox.
Yeah,
And
dude.
Dude, his
Yeah.
tutorial videos he's been doing are sick.
Yo, if you're
Yeah.
into dioramas, fucking watch that shit.
That was a fucking genius idea, and I love him for it.
Absolutely. Crashbox Customs is the official Mezco retailer of the realm. Mention realm for a special gift. It's all love, and we are probably the most unprofessional show on the realm, but we love having this platform to talk to all of you.
Yeah.
We are so appreciative, and we love all of you.
Absolutely.
Special-
Absolutely.
Special shout out to Dust Mites and Nathan Haskell.
Oh,
Cold Slayer
dude.
3 dropped yesterday, and just Dust hit me up yesterday morning about 10 o'clock, and he says, "This is for you, my dude." And dude, you know, for those of you who aren't aware, track 14, you know, my name is listed in it, and it's just a nod to me. And I'm super appreciative of it, and you put a huge smile on my fucking face all goddamn day yesterday about that, so thank you.
Nice. dude.
Also,
And-
you know, go pick up that album. They do
Absolutely,
offer a
support.
money back guarantee. You know, support our friends, support the creators.
You won't.
Yeah.
You won't
Yeah.
want the money back.
And
It's
I'm looking forward to Dust's fucking
Solo
instrumental album.
project. Yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the other thing is how many of us were drawn into the realm because of Dust.
true that.
Yeah.
Yo, I was at a low point in the community where I felt like I wasn't wanted. I didn't have a place to go, and Dust reached out. You know, James reached out. I love that dude. I hope he's doing well.
yeah, I miss that dude.
Mhm.
I miss that dude so much. Sometimes sometimes we do a deep dive on things, but it's nothing like Plastic Fanatics. That dude has had his research down. He had visuals. Yeah. Fucking James, you are missed, and you have a place in this community. If you are well, please come back. Please talk to us. I know I messaged you a little while ago and haven't heard anything. I just want to know you're okay.
Yeah.
And I'm drunk as fuck, so it's good time to say peace, love, and hair grease. We're fucking out.
Peace. Later, guys. Have a good night.
Later.